Cheers, successful 2023.
Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here.
I'll talk about whatever. My life's all kinds of crazy.
Hit the bell!
Because you have an Android.
Oh, yeah. That's what it is. Just suck.
Just subscribe already. We started off with a shot.
Yeah.
Shot or cigar? You guys would rather? Which one you guys would rather start off with?
It doesn't matter to me.
Let's do a shot.
Ain't got a game plan.
Let's start the cigars.
All right.
I can take them.
What? I don't know why you asked us.
What do you want? We're going to do the opposite.
Okay.
I was just hoping you were going to pick the right one.
You can choose whatever you want out of there. These Me Amors are pretty good cigars. So just this side's good cigar. This side is my cigars that I've found out that I don't really care for.
Okay.
So
You want a Mia more?
That's fine. Yeah.
you can try whatever. Everyone obviously probably gonna have a preference, but
I think you like the same kind of thing I do. Just smooth, just
easy draw.
Yeah.
Dude, you brought some on podcast last time with Mitch, and I saved the end of it. This is what you brought on last time. I love these cigars.
Yeah.
They were great.
Yeah, that one was good, and those other ones we got before that were pretty good too.
I like the ones that you had for...
That one, those ones, I forget what they were called, but
I need to just do something real quick. I need to dump this. Well, we could probably get by with it.
was it full?
It's getting full. Been smoking a lot of cigars, I guess.
Is mine different than yours?
Yeah, the tips are different. It's a variety pack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like a lot more variety pack.
Gotcha.
So, and I couldn't tell you which ones I like the best out of it. And honestly, it's not so much the flavor from it. Like, as long as it's a good cigar that's not dried out, I'm cool with that. It's a cigar that whenever you're smoking it, you have to keep ripping on it.
Oh, to keep it going?
Keep it going. Or a cigar, you press down on the top, Jake.
Oh,
That thing's fancy.
yeah. I ain't never seen one of these.
You never used this yet.
Nope.
So there's two cutters on it. You can use either side you want.
I like this side.
And
And it affects how it hits or how it draws too, doesn't it? Which, depending on the side.
a little bit, yeah. I think some of it's preference
Gotcha.
of just like how you like it. I don't like the cut in my mouth. Like, I don't like the V cut.
Yeah.
It's the way it like sits on my lips.
Yeah.
So,
I usually like chew on them too.
but what I was saying about the cigars, as long as it's not dried out to where it like burns the back of my throat when I'm smoking it.
Yeah.
Even though I'm not inhaling it, you still take some in to the throat. Like, you still feel like that dryness to it.
Yeah.
And then yeah, I want a good cigar that pulls nice.
That's my problem. Is I usually like puff, and then I'm like, oh, I'll get an inhale, just get a little nicotine, and then I'm like,
Yeah, that's what I learned recently, that you're not supposed to inhale. Like, I knew you weren't supposed to, but I didn't know why. And it's because it affects your flavor.
yeah.
As it goes down, and then you taste it later like this burnt tobacco taste that's not as pleasant. So the rest of the cigar's not
Damn,
good.
everything's got fancy. Look at that thing.
Oh, you haven't seen that either.
No.
So let me explain this to you, Jake. So the lighter is just a cool lighter.
Yeah.
It just is a cool lighter. This cutter, dude, I really want to go to a cigar lounge with you guys sometime. A nice one.
Yeah.
I honestly, I went to one in Pacific. Wasn't as nice as I wanted. This is a good cigar, though. This is a good cigar.
Oh, it went right up my nose. Yeah, still got to hit this thing a little bit more. I can get the bottom of it right.
But
Suck at smoking cigars.
so this brand, which is a Colbury, it is how it's like this diamond shaped it has. What they have is they have lighters that are like very fancy, like they're like the luxury brand lighters, cigar lighters, and they're slim. They're very, very slim, like
The lighter itself is slim?
yeah, because it's not big and bulky like that. It's like fancy luxury,
Yeah.
very clean, but they're made out of like gold and silver, and it's a mini version of this. So it's like literally like an eighth of a version. Like, it has a bunch of little diamonds all around it, but they're made out of gold. And so the guy that started this company basically wanted to make a exploded version. So it's like deprived from that that company.
Oh, okay.
And that I just thought it was really cool. Plus, it's a really cool lighter or a really cool cigar cutter. I always had a bunch of cheap ones, nothing that I was like a really big fan of. So I snatched it up. It was you paid for it, but it's sturdy. It's a good cutter.
Yeah, it's gonna last you forever.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, because I hate those little handheld ones.
I'm gonna grab another beer before we get this thing on the road because I about got this one done already.
All right, grab me one.
Jake, this thing's already on the road.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, we kicked it off as soon as we bought. You need a lighter?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it just a little bit.
And then we can, if you guys want, we can move this
Introduction. That's why.
tray for the whiskey glasses. Well, yeah, anyone that's listening to podcasts right now, before we even jump into it, go like this video and go subscribe to my channel on YouTube. I'm at, I believe, 550 subscribers right now. I am at 550 subscribers right now, but we're on the road to 1,000, and we're slowly climbing up there. But all you have to do is take a second, go click on my profile, subscribe. If you're on your phone, like not on a TV, you can just subscribe straight from this video. It's like right below the video. But like it, subscribe, help us grow so we can keep doing this.
Share it.
Share it. Yeah, share it with your friends. But yeah, so we got Jake, we got Jake John on the podcast today. Both reoccurring guests. Like John, how many times you been on now?
This is my second.
This is your second time?
Yep.
That's right. You only came on with Mitch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But Jake, this is your. I mean, you've been on quite a few times. I've talked about having just like a one-on-one with me and you. Like, I think that would be so fun.
That would be a good time.
Yeah.
It would definitely be interesting to say the least.
Yeah, you know, we could. I think me and you, if because me and you rip on each other a lot. Like me and you, like our friendship is a lot of joking around.
Yeah.
A lot of joking
A
around.
lot of people look at it and they're like, how are they even friends? It's like,
Just mean to each other.
Yeah, right.
yeah, that's a good way to put it. We're just mean.
It's from a good place, though.
It's from a good place. Yeah, I would never do that to someone that I wasn't so close with.
Yeah.
But I enjoy that. I have fun, like just ripping on someone and like you guys ever watch the Kill Tony podcast?
Yeah.
No.
You should watch that. Sometimes it's pretty cringe, but basically Kill Tony. It's what's Tony's? You know Tony's last name? Hinchcliffe. Yeah, Tony Hinchcliffe.
Yeah.
He has a comedy show or a comedy club, right? It's at the comedy mothership, comedy
I
mothership.
think so. Yeah.
Is that what it's called? Joe Rogan owns the comedy mothership, right?
Yeah.
That's what it is. And it's down in Austin, Texas, and they host a podcast from the comedy mothership down there. But basically, there's an audience to it, and it's Tony, and then he has a guy that's, I think, like doing the computer stuff and the camera style stuff. And then they usually bring in some guests on. So like they have like sometimes Joe Rogan or Bert Kreischer or just random comedians. I seen they had Roseanne Barr on there the other day, and she was actually pretty funny.
Yeah.
But what they do is they bring out random up and coming comedians, and they're allowed to give a 1 minute comedy skit.
Okay, I've seen some clips from that. I've seen the
Okay,
clip
yeah.
of the guy that's got the rockets in his
Yeah,
pockets.
Cam.
I've seen that. I know.
Yeah.
I know
Black
what you're
guy.
talking about. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I know what you're talking about.
He's actually like one of the top reoccurring guests on there.
Okay.
Because like I think if they do good, they kind of like vote him back on.
Yeah.
Like they're like, all right, we like this guy. Let's bring him back on
That's
for
kinda
another
cool.
week.
That's kind of cool. It's in front of a live audience, though. That's different.
Well, yeah, that's how they gauge the comedy on it.
Okay.
Yeah. 'cause
Partially.
Anybody can think something's funny, but if you got a whole room full of people just laughing, then you're like, okay, this guy's good.
Yeah.
Like he's got good talent. We got an up and comer.
And then you got some veterans too judging you the whole time.
Right.
And dude, every time I see Joe on there, he's pretty harsh about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's
like
not-
a judge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're all judging. They're
Yeah,
all
he's
judging.
pretty harsh, but usually if you see him, he's like on mushrooms or something. So he's just like,
Yeah, they come from a podcast because he came on with Post Malone one time.
Okay.
So it was like Post Malone's most recent podcast with Joe Rogan. They came and went and did that after it. So they were already like tapered up.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
coming on the podcast.
Post Malone, though, I think he would be a cool dude to hang out with. He just seems like an everyday guy.
Yeah.
Just normal guy that got big.
Yeah. Just, let me just put something on SoundCloud or something, and then boom, blows up, and he's just like, I play video games and
Drink
like to
beer,
hang
drink
out.
Bud Lights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still play
Another
beer
guy.
pong at 30 something years old. I'm not even sure how old he is.
I don't know either. He's got to be about 30 though.
I would think he's 30, right around 30.
Yeah.
He really blew up though.
Yeah.
Because I remember like 5-6 years ago when White Iverson came out. I remember where I was working in a buy shop, and it just came. Used to listen to Pandora radio, and just random music would come on, and White Iverson came on. I'm like, this is actually kind of a dope song. And I remember playing it. I was dating a girl at the time, and I was like, oh, you should listen to the song. And they're like, this is mid. This guy's freaking creepy. And they didn't like it at all, and because he was nobody at the time, and now he blew up to be this mega star that everybody liked.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay,
It's funny.
yeah, nobody liked him then,
Yeah.
They
but he was big then. Like that was his first like really big hit, probably that like started charting.
I think so, yeah. That was one of his, I think that was his first one that got on the top 100. Really put his name out there.
But the thing is you watch these guys like Post Malone's so chill, right? Like he seems like this chill dude that drinks and he's just hanging out all the time. But these guys are having to put in the work.
Yeah.
Like they're not like they're putting out albums, they're coming up with songs, they're recording,
Going on tour,
going on tours.
which that right there would be just a big stress level. Like, oh, we're going to make it on time. You know, do we have to refund all these tickets back because something randomly happened on the road?
Yeah.
You know?
Someone doesn't buy, if they don't buy enough tickets, do I have to
Yeah.
reimburse them or something like that? I know some early on that's how it is for a lot of
Probably
places.
is tough early on because you need to hit a quota.
Yeah, well, Barely Covered. You know how they do the thing at Busch Stadium?
Yeah.
What's that called?
It was like Battle of Bush.
Battle of
that's what
Busch,
it is.
yeah.
Yeah.
And they have a bunch of like local bands, and they have some big bands play too. But Barely Covered gets invited to that, and basically, whoever puts it on, whether it's Busch Stadium or whoever the entertainment promotion people are that puts it on, they're like, how many tickets do you want? Because you have to buy them in advance.
Oh, so it's the promotion.
It's like, what the hell was that?
Oh, yeah, maybe that's a good idea. So it's the promotion that actually buys it out, and then they're responsible for the sales of the tickets.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And so basically, Barely Covered buys 2,500 tickets in advance. And if they don't sell them all, they're just screwed.
They're
They're out,
already
they're out
spent it?
money.
Yeah, they're out that money. And so it's very important that they promote it well, sell out the tickets. And they had to guess on last year's ticket sales to Battle of the Bush. You know, and if they I think if they don't have a good turnout, then they basically are going to they're going to be like, we got to find somebody that people want to watch, people want to listen to.
Yeah.
So it's important that people support them, people buy the tickets, people go.
Yeah.
I actually bought tickets this year, but ended up not being able to go. I gave them to my worker at the
Okay,
gym. I was just like, I can't make it. Like I had
There you
plans.
go.
I
Yeah.
totally forgot. I don't know what I was doing, but I had plans that I couldn't cancel. So, and it's a Sunday. I don't want to freaking leave my house on Sunday.
You're so locked
Yeah.
in on Sundays.
I just love my
That's
Sunday.
awesome though that you can you're dead set on that's my day off.
I
I'm
can't.
trying to get that way too. I don't want to plan anything on Sunday. I don't even want to go shopping on Sunday. I just want to sit at the house and relax. But never works that way.
What do you do? You just try to catch up on stuff on Sunday?
Oh yeah,
the
like
problem?
that's like I'll do my cleaning and whatnot. You know, like mop my floors, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Just things around the house that I know need to be done that I don't want to do when I'm working all week long.
I'll do that. I'll do my laundry. I'll do dishes. I'll cook.
Mm-hmm.
I try to keep my cooking to a minimum. I'll choose a pizza a lot of times over making a
something.
lasagna.
Yeah.
Just because of the mess it makes, the time it makes or takes to do it all. I'm just like, nah. I want to chill. I want to watch
Pizza.
TV.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Definitely try to get a nap in. Something. I don't drink caffeine because 50 milligrams of caffeine, and I'm like, screw TV. I'm done with this. I'm going outside to
You got to
work.
do something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any
you
caffeine for
hyped
me.
up.
Yeah. Any caffeine for me is going to get me going.
Gotcha. So you got to focus on not doing stuff.
On relaxing. Yeah.
that
Yeah.
seems kind of counterintuitive.
It is very counterintuitive, but if I do it the other way, like if I just keep on working, because I used to let myself just keep on working through, and it took me a while to figure it out in my life, but I would be less productive the next Monday through Friday if I didn't take that day off.
You burn yourself out a little bit too.
I drained myself down.
Okay.
So like my
Just mental exhaustion.
and physical exhaustion too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because like getting that nap in sleeping in the morning, letting my body relax, like actually let my body recover. Because sure, you take a day off, like I might take Saturday off the gym, but I went and painted this morning. We went and played. We just got done playing golf.
Yeah.
We went and played 9 holes ago. Well, kind of 9 holes
Kind
ago.
of almost 9.
Yeah, we got screwed, dude.
A little bit. We probably could have finished it, but
Yeah.
I didn't want to be those guys.
Yeah, we went to our local golf course. Anyone that's listening, we went to our local golf course, and John's been big into golf.
Yeah.
You've been golfing for forever,
Quite a while. Yeah, I don't know.
years,
Yeah.
years.
Yeah, probably less than 10, but somewhere around there.
Yeah, so quite a while. And then Jake's you've been on and off in it
Yeah.
for a long time.
Started when I was a kid and then took a huge break. And now I really want to get back into it because it's
your friends are getting
it's the
into it,
funnest, most frustrating sport you can do.
It certainly is. I played like crap today, but I just got into golf like maybe 3 months ago. But this is like our first time, me and John's first time of even getting to golf together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On your bachelor party, we did, but
That was
once again it was rushed though.
it was rushed. We were late. That was a whole
That was
Yeah,
a
it was the
ordeal.
big-
It was
big ordeal.
everybody was hungover. We ended up showing up like I don't know. We were getting to the golf course at the time we were supposed to be teeing off.
Yeah.
So we had to pay and do all this. So it was kind of a mess. So it was just from the start. It was a bad
And we had
start.
so many guys.
Yeah.
We had so many guys, so it was hard to play. Like it was just kind of like, all right, we got to hit and go.
Yeah.
Like you don't get to sit and take the time.
It started to kind of work itself out a couple holes in.
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah, it
we
did.
started getting into a groove of playing normal golf, but yeah, at the beginning we were definitely rushed for sure.
Well, we let some guys go ahead of us.
Right.
The guy that owned the golf course actually let some guys, just told these guys, hey, you guys should go first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let these guys play behind you.
Which I'm glad he did because I would hate to hold people up.
It was a good call for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It was a good, and I mean, maybe we should have thought about that, like whenever we called in to schedule these tee times.
Well, we did. I mean, we had 2 different tee times. So we had 8 of us. So we had a foursome and a foursome. So they just went back to back on the tee times they had slotted. So
Yeah.
it was, I don't know
We
what
were
it
just
was.
running behind.
It was like 8:30 and 8:37 were our tee times. So we were those 2 and we were just late. So
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
it
'cause I
started to
remember
back up.
we pulled in like 8:28 and we had to still go in and pay. And yeah, we definitely were.
It was our fault. That was self-sabotage that time.
Yeah.
This time, it wasn't even our fault, though. We got there at 3 o'clock. It closed at 5.
4:30.
Well, no, it
5,
closed
they
at
want the
5.
Parts back by 4:30.
Yeah. So
Oh.
that's why we were rushed.
Okay, so we could have finished.
We could have finished. Yeah, but if it wasn't for the fact that she stressed,
Yeah.
because I was like, oh, we can still get the carts. And she's like, well, if you can get them back by 4:30.
And she said that at least twice.
Yeah, she was stressing it.
You
So
could see it on her face that she was worried that it wasn't going to be done.
she
by
wanted out of there at 5.
Right.
Like, she didn't want to be out there at 5:01. She wanted to be out there. And I don't blame her.
No.
It's Saturday.
Yeah.
It's a Saturday. She's worked all day. She probably got there at 9 a.m. probably.
Yeah, probably at least.
Probably at least 9 a.m. She might have played. There might have been a tournament this morning because there was some trash cans out. There was
Yeah.
some stuff out.
Could have been.
And I donated to a golf tournament that's coming up soon. So
I didn't know if they
I
maybe
did
had
see
men's
one on
league or
the-
something.
There was a sign-up sheet in there for the 22nd.
that's
So
probably
maybe
it.
that was it.
That's probably it then. But yeah, she probably, I don't blame her. She probably wanted to get out of there, and she's got to clean them out. She probably got to wash them off, put them up. So, but I don't like to be rushed.
No.
Like I'm not that great at golf already, and then you're gonna put that in there, and I got sitting on my mind the whole time, like hit it, go. I don't like that.
Yeah. It's not the way to play. It's not fun.
No.
And it's the same way whenever you're playing on a busy course and there's people like behind you the whole time.
Yeah.
You kind of over time, you like me, it is what it is. Like,
Yeah.
It's just kind of part of it. But especially at the beginning, you're really like worried about the people behind you.
Yeah, and it's not. It's more of the like just wanting to be respectful.
Yeah.
To the other people on the course.
Yeah.
Like I don't even know course etiquette. Like I don't know what course etiquette is. Never been taught it. I don't even know how you learn it other than just going out there and doing something wrong and someone yelling at you. Like how else do you learn it?
It's kind of just,
Because if you looked up a list on Google,
um,
it'd be stupid.
that'd be
stuff.
dumb to,
just-
dumb to do. It's just being, really just at its core, just being polite on the course. It's a
Yeah.
quiet place. So if somebody's hitting, you're not going to be doing something stupid. You're not yelling. If you're playing with like 4 people and 2 people are consistently behind you, let them go through.
Yeah.
Like don't ruin their day by going slow while they're playing fast. Just little things. Don't drive on the green. Don't do stupid stuff. Don't tear up the course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I like the courses that have the ropes blocking off. Like you can't go past this point.
Hmm
Like make it idiot proof.
They have some carts that'll shut off
Yeah.
if you go to
that's
certain
right.
spots. Like if you get too close to the green, it'll beep at you, and if you get too close, it'll shut off.
That's how I think Cuba's like that actually.
Is it?
I think so. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it is. Maybe not. I remember there was a course where it showed you. It had a digital screen where it showed you where you're at on it.
Yeah.
Or is that Washington?
I think
Washington does have that now. Union's got that also. I think Union might have the GPS for the greens to yell at you if you're getting close.
Yeah.
There's a
okay.
few of them that I've been in.
Maybe I think Washington is just the one that showed us where we're at on the course.
Yeah.
Yeah, say I've only played Washington and Owensville, so I don't know a whole lot of the courses around.
Oh, those are the only two you've ever played?
Yep.
I've been just hopping around, playing on a bunch of them.
It's fun to just try out different ones
Yeah.
because they're all different. They're all
They are.
unique.
They are all different. It's funny how they put them so close to the road. Like St. James, Owensville, and Herman.
Herman, yeah, Herman's got that
Are right up
five,
the-
full 4 or 5 or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
But I always get a good one. I like everybody always talks about like they're worried about driving into the highway, and I'm sure some people have.
I have.
Really?
Oh yeah,
Smoked the highway?
I've hit the highway dead in the middle. It was, yeah.
You
I mean,
wait for a car. You sure that you wait for a car.
yeah, we always look around. And it's like, okay, it's time to go, and then you rush yourself,
Mhm.
which is probably part of it too.
Yeah, because you usually smack them pretty straight.
I do okay.
I feel like you do pretty.
I can get around a course pretty well. I
Yeah.
mean, I play somewhere around bogey golf, a little over average.
I've never kept score.
Really, I wouldn't say it's worth it.
I say until you actually get a good feel for it, just go out there and just try to improve your swing all the time. Don't
That's
worry
what I'm
about
doing.
what you're actually shooting.
Yeah, that's kind of what I do. I'm starting to it now. I'm trying to like, if I go play, I want to keep score and like track how I'm doing. And I've got an app that tells me certain
Yeah.
things like fairway percentage.
What's
and
that
all.
app called?
18 birdies.
18 birdies.
that's what I
okay, I
use.
use a different one. Let me
Yeah,
see.
there's a couple of them, but that's pretty nice. And it like that one you can pay for a premium
I deleted
service
it.
on it, but that one it'll tell you all the stuff. Like it'll tell you where you're at. It gives you your yardage, which it does on free, but then it also tells you like wind in the day if you have the premium and slope and all this other stuff, and it'll tell you what club you need to hit because you'll put in your yardages for every club,
Mm.
and
Oh, wow.
it's basically a caddy in your pocket.
That's
If you-
actually pretty cool.
if you
Is
get
it a monthly subscription or is it a?
I don't know.
You buy it?
I don't pay for it. I don't do that, but it's pretty neat all the stuff it can give
It'd
you.
probably be like a yearly subscription because when you buy a golf membership, it's usually a year.
Mhm.
So you probably just pay like $50 or $60 for the year, and then you can use it whenever.
I don't like all the subscription based crap. I
I
don't
don't-
want to. I don't want to pay.
I don't like monthly payments. I'd rather just pay it off.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like I hate payments. I hate payments.
I
So I
agree.
just rather pay. Like we got our
And a
insurance.
payment on something like that.
Yeah.
Like, come on. I don't want to pay for your like. What? Like, let me just pay for it. Like, what's changing? The courses aren't changing.
Well, they want money.
Yeah.
Yeah, they gotta
That's
make
what's
money
changing.
off
The
it.
greed for them.
Yeah.
I guess they're gonna make some
And
updates.
the next year it's gonna be $2 more.
Yeah, that's all it is. But I feel like back in the day, you used to be able to buy Photoshop,
And then you had it.
and you had it. Nowadays, you can't do that.
Same with like Microsoft Office and stuff.
Yeah,
Now it's you don't buy the program. Like you could go to Walmart and buy it
yeah,
and download it, and you had it.
yeah,
And now it's you install it and you pay a premium service every month.
yeah. If you want
Or a
to
year,
unlock
whatever.
it, you yeah.
Yeah. No. I wouldn't buy
Yeah,
it.
a stupid. Now, I get Photoshop. I get Microsoft programs. Those are changing as the world grows. You know, we're needing new things in the program. Like Photoshop's introducing AI, and AI is getting better. Fine. I actually caved and bought Photoshop, and I really like it. It's a good app. But a golf app. Golf app. I guess we're just assuming that it's a subscription based because
I
that's
mean,
where
I-
everybody's going.
I could check.
Yeah, check it out.
All right.
I'd say if you're a avid golfer, what's an extra, $10 a month, which is $120 a year.
Yeah, it's $120 a year is what the extra $10
But-
a month is.
If you're also an avid golfer,
Oh yeah. First thing that popped up.
go ahead, get your subscription.
Oh my gosh. 7 days free, then $100 a year, 20 bucks or $20 a month, or $8 a week is what this app costs. And what's changing? Oh, it's got swing tips in it. That the swing tips.
How's it know? Does you set your camera up and it films you swinging?
No, it's just free
Yeah, I
They're
don't.
like, great swing, but
I'm way too cheap to spend $100.
did you try
on
squaring up your shoulders?
But
$100 for a year.
some of
Wow.
the stuff on here is pretty cool. That
If it was
sounds-
$100 one time, sure, maybe. If you're really big into golf,
But if you're really big into golf and you're playing all the time,
yeah, I guess
$100
right.
bucks if you use it every single time you go out and you're playing, especially like if you're retired or something, you're
right.
playing 3-4 times a week.
You're right.
I could see it being worth
It's
it.
worth it.
Yeah.
But
it is.
me,
I just have to crab about
Like if
it.
you're getting if you're
'Cause
getting
I don't like payments like
if you're
that.
getting in tournaments, you're actually winning money, and then you just got that little app where you can just.
And I'm just jealous I didn't come up with the idea.
Right.
And I'm not making that $100 a year off of it. It is a good idea. I had actually thought about downloading one, but yeah, I just haven't tracked them yet. Like today, did you keep score in your head?
I didn't. I mean, in my head, I did for a while, and then we just kind of quit because we started just
Really
going
scrambling.
through. Yeah.
Yeah, because by the time we made it to hole 7,
6 is when we were kind of like, oh, it's almost that time.
15 minutes till.
Yeah, we should probably hurry up.
Yeah.
So we just kind of started going.
And that's when I started actually playing decent.
I actually got a little bit better, or I at least had some better drives towards the end of it. Like I started off, I feel like worse than I ended it, which is usually the opposite way around.
Because you also loosen up a little bit too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like a lot of times when I start out is when at least this is how I was playing for a while. When I started out, I would hit really good. And then like I would hit really good. And then it was like I was getting wore out.
Okay.
So I started hitting worse. Or maybe I was just thinking more. Like I was getting in my head too much.
That could be maybe you started out and you just like, okay, just go up and hit it. And then, oh, I didn't do exactly what I thought. And then you start overthinking every shot.
Yeah.
And then maybe that makes you worse. Yeah, I don't know.
I think both of them. What's up, Eric? Or Jake? What's
As soon as he was talking, I looked at the camera. And I just looked at the camera. I was like,
Jake's off in his own world, just staring at cameras.
Jake's having his own podcast. We should do a shot. Start
Yeah,
this
we
off
should.
with.
All right,
I need a shot.
I also need to grab a beer.
What do you guys want to do? It's got to be tequila.
Well,
I feel like it's got to be tequila.
Yeah.
But do you want to do Class Azul? You guys want to try? John, you haven't seen my Grand Mayan yet, have you?
I haven't seen any of this.
This Grand Mayan's pretty cool. I think it's this bottle that's part of the unique coolness.
Is that another hand painted kind of thing?
I don't know. I found it at the lake.
that
It
one,
almost looks like it is.
yeah, that one looks like they almost use like that
Check
shirt
this one
thing
out.
on it.
Isn't that
Yeah,
cool?
that's pretty sweet.
Like it actually,
Yamato.
like this all just comes off. It's just a dress form basically.
But it's still
It's still pretty dope.
pretty awesome to
Yeah,
look
that's
at.
cool. That's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I wouldn't.
stands out on the shelf.
It definitely does.
Yeah.
But I paid for it. I paid for the armor that was on it.
Yeah.
Because the whiskey's not that great.
Can you reuse the armor and just get the bottle next time?
I'm hoping. I'm hoping I can. Because it's kind of a waste if not.
I mean,
Like I already paid for the
can
armor.
it fit on the?
My Don Julio.
Yeah. Well,
It might fit on the Don Julio. Anyone that's listening, not watching, I have a whiskey bottle. It's called Yamato. And it's got like this. What era is this? What era? Like this is like
I don't know.
I imagine like back in the Chinese when they were building the Great Wall of China. It's like the armor there, but it's like a samurai head and a samurai armor. It doesn't fit well, but it'll fit on my Don
Yeah.
Julio bottle.
Now it looks like it's a medium. He needs a large.
Yeah.
You went to Baby Gap and put it on. It's like every time I go shopping.
I just got to find a bottle to fit. I'm sure it'll fit on random bottles. Like, here's my alimony bottle. I bet it'll fit on it. Just got a longer neck.
Gotta fit. Yeah.
It just won't.
It's got a long
Now
neck.
he's like a giraffe.
Oh, I got it on backwards anyway. Yeah, whatever. We'll figure it out. You guys want to do Grand Mayan or Class Azul?
Well, I haven't tried the Grand Mayan yet, so
Okay, we'll
Yeah,
do that.
your guys'
do
choice.
that.
Whatever.
I'll grab a beer. You need one?
No, I'm good right now. You can throw that away though.
I can do that.
I've been really big into trying new tequilas. I like the bourbons, but I feel like there's so many bourbons out there. Oh wait. Oh, we're doing.
Are we doing that one?
Yeah. Sorry, I was just thinking about.
This is probably going to be. I mean, this is going to be the best. I've never had good tequila.
Oh, you've never had Class Azul?
Mm-mm.
Well, we'll let this one kind of like simmer for a while, and then you can try the Class Azul if you want.
Okay.
Never, I mean, good tequila if you want to go buy but even Patron. You You ever had
I
Patron?
think I've had Patron, but that's not really good. It's just
Yeah,
marketed.
what are you saying? What are you saying with Patron, Jake?
I mean, Patron's
I mean,
not good, is it?
Patron's got levels to it, though.
Okay.
Like, you can have really expensive Patron, or you can have, like, the $70 Patron.
So
It's kind of like Don Julio. They have levels to it.
I thought Patron was like $20.
I thought it was cheap.
Walmart.
I thought it was cheap. It was just marketed really well, so people
No.
had the perception
They're
that it was
usually-
good.
I could swear that Patron's usually, like, at least $60 a bottle.
Will you look it up, Ariel? See what they got? Every time I go to like a local bar around here, which we are in the country, like we're rural America, $70. See, there's that $17 bottle is what they always have. This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Every time I go to like a local bar or restaurant, and I'm like, "Can I get a tequila and club soda?" And they're like, "Sure." And I'm like, "Can I get some, like you guys like a decent tequila, not like you guys
Yeah.
bottom shelf tequila, because that's always what they want to give you."
Yeah, like Juarez or something.
Yeah, and I'm like, "Give me something decent." And they're like, like Patron, and I'm like, "No, not like Patron. I don't like that crap."
That's what I think it is. I think the perception is Patron's like really good, but it's $17
Because of
a
all
bottle.
the rap songs
Yeah,
that talk about
and I
Patron.
think there is. I think there is expensive Patron.
There is a $71 bottle, but that's a 750 milliliter bottle.
And it's because, oh yeah.
Well, 750 is just a fifth.
But that's what I'm saying. It's the size of the bottle.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, the
But
17.
the $17 one's only 200 milliliters.
Yeah,
Oh, so this little.
So it's literally a third of a regular fifth.
I see.
That's like a pint with $17.
I see.
That's what I'm.
I don't know, dude. Patron just every time I drink it, I just want to gag.
Yeah.
I just think of Patron. I think of cheap tequila. I don't know why. Maybe it's just me.
I only know cheap tequila, so that's all I think about when I think of tequila.
You got the Jose Gold where you're
Right,
just
exactly.
like, "Ugh," before you even drink it. You
This
just smell
Grand
it.
Mayan's not top shelf. It's mid shelf. So.
Okay.
But I think it's decent tequila.
Damn. Set that thing down for a second, and all of a sudden it's hitting like a champ.
Oh,
Wow.
You just picked it up out of the ashtray and then throw ashes all over the table.
yeah, whatever. It'll be fine.
It's all right.
Yeah, my cigar just
it's
had
your
the
table.
ash itself.
it's your-
Oh, I want to get a new table.
Yeah, you said you wanted a bigger one, didn't you?
I want a bigger one, and I was up at Clancy's today getting lunch, and they have like this big slab that they put some type of finish on. But I want to get it. I want to get longer, and I want to get wider because I want to get. I would love to have like us three plus Mitch. I want to get another mic on the table.
Yeah, but
But
it's
we-
a little too crowded right
It's
now.
a little too crowded.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like we need some more space. But I think it'd be fun. So that's like that's my next upgrade
Gotcha.
for the podcast. Yeah. You guys ready?
Yeah, ready.
Yeah.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers. Not bad.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah, it was okay.
It burns a little bit, but
Been a while since I did a shot of tequila.
It has been a while.
Straight tequila. It warms you up in the chest though.
yeah,
Yeah, where's the salt? Where's the lime? I mean,
none
We
of
ain't got that bougie
where's,
stuff.
where's the beach
We're out in the
where I should have
sticks.
my feet in the sand?
We'll try if we get to it, we'll try some Class Azul, but we're gonna let that one settle. Can I we never did get any club soda, did we? I got some club
You said you
soda.
had some.
I have some upstairs. Let me go grab some real quick.
Okie dokie.
I'll be right back. That was the one thing we forgot.
Go ahead and grab your 3 cans.
Yeah. Have you seen them Guru energy drinks, Jake?
I haven't.
Should we do a piss break while you're going up there if we're gonna break?
you want to.
Yeah.
I don't really have to go, but if what's gonna
You want me to stop it or keep it going?
I'm have to pay, freaking $2,000 for a dog.
You're gonna get another dog?
no, talking about
Me?
you.
No, talking about you.
Oh, yeah. What about $2,000 for it though?
I'm saying I'd hate to pay like $2,000 for another dog.
Yeah.
But I mean, if it's like a rare breed, like a French bulldog or something.
That's crazy. People spend so much money. My parents have spent so much money on their cats.
Yeah. Are they naked cats?
Yeah, they're the hairless ones.
Yeah. What's up with that?
I don't know. They didn't want hair on their furniture,
Oh,
but they wanted cats.
that's fair.
So that was where it started from. But they're expensive.
A bunch of Egyptian cats.
They're so
You
expensive.
got to lotion them up and stuff.
Oh, they're so ugly. I know Cindy would be mad if she heard me say that. But
Oh yeah, they'll hear about it. But
sorry, Cindy.
yeah, I mean, in the right frame, they're all right. But yeah, you take them for what they are, and they're a little different.
I don't blame him for not wanting the hair though. I mean, that's
Yeah. I hate.
I do like cats, but the hair does suck.
I shed enough myself.
You can shave a cat though, and it helps a bunch. So
Who's what?
yeah, not skin it.
Shave it.
Yeah, you get a haircut.
How do you do that?
Just trimmers, like you would a dog or anything.
What cat is just gonna sit there and let you?
I know.
buzz it?
I've known lots of people that get their cats buzzed.
Our cat would definitely not do that.
No,
No, it'd be freaking out.
wasn't your guys' cats outside though for a long time?
Ours and Gerald, yeah, they were.
So that's a little bit different.
Yeah,
Like there's some cats that are like very like close to people, like very like anyone can touch them and
hmm
like very comfortable.
yeah.
Yeah.
The one,
You
like,
can bathe them, everything.
yeah, some are like that. Like ours that we have now is pretty skittish. Gotten better, but pretty skittish. So,
And I'm sure they're still like not happy about it.
right.
But you're talking your cat now.
Yeah, if there
Oh,
was a
that's
cat, like, yeah, they wouldn't.
That's right, because I do remember coming over there and it hid the entire time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd hate being hairless too.
I like it.
You like being hairless? I don't.
I mean, I like my beard. I do enjoy that.
Yeah.
But as far as everything else,
Well, all my other hair is just moving to my beard. Got a bald spot, and it's growing pretty rapidly.
or you got a bald spot on your head.
Yeah. Right up here where your cowlick is or whatever, or
That's
crown.
where it's starting to.
Oh, it's disappearing quick.
Yeah. Well, that's just. I feel like that's normal.
Yeah.
Like that's where a lot of guys start to thin out.
I don't even wear hats all the time. Like they say that's like the number one cause because it's constantly rubbing your scalp. But
See, dude, that's what I said for a long time, but we've looked it up and they say it does not correlate with it. But I find that hard to believe.
Yeah.
They used to say the same thing, and I never believed it was about if you shave your beard growing up, it'll come in thicker. I don't believe that.
I don't believe that.
I think that's just a genetic thing.
I don't
Yeah.
believe that at all.
All about the hair follicles and how active they actually are.
Yeah.
Which they always got them like little rollers and
All that stuff, yeah.
yeah, the patchy something whatever where you can roll it on there and put oils on it. But
Do you think it helps?
no,
No,
I don't think so.
I
either.
don't. I think it's people
it's
just,
just
like.
a scam.
I think people like getting older just naturally are growing more hair, and
Yeah.
they're like, "Oh, it's working."
Yeah.
Yeah, I,
totally
think that's
agree.
all it is.
And you're looking at it all the time. You're like,
Yeah.
yeah, I got this freaking patch right here. I need to get that to grow in thicker. And yeah, I think it's just going to take some time
Yeah,
to grow in.
Yeah,
about 30 years for me. I'm still not there.
Well,
it's looking a lot better than it used to. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
everybody has
You
like
got,
a
like, the
certain
Joe
type
Dirt
of
thing.
beard too.
Yeah,
Like I don't think anybody has the same beard. Similar
Yeah.
beards.
mine's weird. Mine's like head hair. Like it's not even
Yeah.
coarse.
Yeah, it is.
very-
It's very straight, but it does start to curl out the bottom.
Oh yeah, whenever I get it like longer than 5 inches, it like Farrah faucets. So like if I don't actually straighten it, it'll be like flowing out to the front. All the sides, it'll flow out. So it literally just kind of. It's kind of weird.
Is that even if you're like treating it and stuff,
Yeah.
brushing it? You ever tried like a
I have
beard,
to. I see. I've thought about getting like a beard brush,
like a
one of
heated
them-
one?
the heated ones.
I have one extra one if you want. It's brand new.
Oh, well, I mean, I could try it out. Yeah. What actually works for me
You
is
just
blow
have
drying it.
I might have thrown it away. I might have just like got tired of looking.
I
at it.
say I can blow dry it when I get out of the shower, and it'll actually just go straight.
When what do you gotta do?
Like blow dry it.
If you blow dry, it'll go straight.
Yeah.
Like are you brushing it too?
Well, yeah. I kind of blow it in directions, and then I use I got like a actual sandalwood comb.
Yeah.
So like I'll be combing it while I'm blow drying down, and then it just kind of.
Is the sandalwood? Sorry, John.
you're like teasing it or what? What are you doing? That sounds like
No.
a lot of work.
It
No, I mean,
is.
if you rub it off and then you just literally blow dry it for like, it takes no more than 5 minutes. I literally just, and then it's just straight. It just gets the heat and then it just takes the curl out of it.
That's crazy. I've just never let it go that long to get
Yeah.
to that point.
Yeah,
This is
it
about as
just,
far as I let it.
this is like 4 months for me. I was looking at my Snapchat memories, and on July 1st, I had it like, I didn't have it shaved, but I had it trimmed down to where it was like a 2 on my beard trimmer. So I mean, it was tiny. 'Cause I was wondering, I was like, how long does it take me to grow this? Because somebody I work with has been trying to grow a beard literally since I started there like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And they just got like some scraggles hanging out, and I'm like,
Is it because it just doesn't grow very thick?
yeah, they just don't grow a solid beard. They kind of got the Joe Dirt beard, but then they grow it out long enough to where it kind of covers up a
Just
little
fills
bit.
in.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what you got to do.
Which is what I do with my mustache. Like on the sides, I don't really connect right here. So like I'll grow the sides out a little longer, and then it just looks more full.
Oh.
Yeah.
Tricks of the trade.
Yep. And
Yeah.
then you
Well,
can
that's
curl
what.
them up,
Yeah.
too.
Everybody's got their own beard. You kind of got to figure it out.
Yeah.
Like it just takes some time to figure it out. Like mine, like on my chin, grows like super thick.
Yeah.
Like it grows super. Like it grows a lot.
Sticking out.
Yeah, it would. I mean, the more I grow it out, the more it starts to grow together. But yeah, it takes like I almost think I've never tried it, but I almost need to like thin my chin out a little bit.
You're looking like the Crimson Chin over there.
Yeah, that's what happens. That's what happens.
Da-da-da-da.
Mine's super curly though. Mine's super curly, but I just dry it with a towel and move on with my life. I will comb it
You don't use no beard oil or nothing like that?
sometimes.
Yeah.
I should because I can tell the difference. Like I can tell you have beard oil in yours today, don't you?
Yep.
Yeah, I can tell that
Got a
because
little shine to it.
it's got some shine to it, but it also like just makes it look better. Like it because like it. What is it? Is it the dryness of your hair that makes it kind of like
I'm assuming.
make it have that rougher look?
Yeah.
So like it starts to like really like it's fluffier, but also it starts to like actually
Well, when you got
lay
real
down right.
Behave.
when you got
Yeah.
real coarse hair,
behave
it
is
just
the
kind of
word.
goes whatever it wants. Like with mine being a finer hair, it don't take much. I can literally just rub a little bit of oil on it and then just kind of pull down, and it'll just pretty much sit.
Just-
But-
Now
there.
you're saying beard oil. Are you saying like are you using a wax or is it actually like a
no, I use like an actual oil.
like you squirt it into
Yeah, it's
your
like
hand?
it's like argan oil, and then
Yeah.
with like mint or something in there, so it got a scent. But
Yeah, because mine says you're not even supposed to put it on your beard first. You're supposed to like put it on your hands and your face as like a moisturizer, and then put it in your beard last.
well, I mean, I just kind of start off. I get it like all over my hands, and then I just kind of start at the top and just drag it down, and then whatever's left on my hands, I just kind of put in my hair. Just like instead of trying to wipe it off on a towel or something, I'll just kind of rub it through what little hair I have.
Yeah,
But anything to try to help keep that thing up there, I'd
sure.
like
Just
it.
trying to throw at anything at it that you can to keep it from going away. Are you really balding like that?
I'm starting to like. That's why I shave the sides. Well, that and I'm getting really gray. I'm getting a lot of salt and pepper up there, so trying to.
You don't think you'll dye your hair?
No, I won't.
Just for men or nothing.
Huh?
Do some just for men or nothing.
Nah, whatever color it turns. Like I got a bunch of gray, really on this left side of my beard, and I'm just letting it grow. If I get like a snow white one and it sticks straight out, yeah, I'll pluck it. But they always say if you pluck it, then two more is going to come back in the same
That's
spot.
just a myth.
It's the same
too,
thing
though.
I know.
about shaving.
Yeah, I know.
It's the
You
same
pluck a
crap.
gray hair, it's going to come back twice as thick. Like okay, if that's the case, I'd have a white beard by now.
So, see, sometimes I see my beard, and I don't know if it's a blonde hair or if it's a gray hair.
The way the light hits it, you're like, is that white?
Yeah.
Like, what's going on?
And I never know. I'm just like, whatever. I don't care.
I do have some weird spots where it's like almost reddish
Yeah.
in mine as well. It's kind of weird.
Well, I feel like you have maybe a little red.
I might a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
It's weird though. It's like it looks black, but if you actually like looking into it, it's like almost like a reddish hue to it.
Will you dye your hair?
No,
Your dad did, didn't he?
I don't.
You don't think so?
Maybe a
don't-
time or two.
I don't know if he did or not. I don't think he did.
Your dad had a great head of hair. If he didn't dye it,
Yeah.
like
I don't know.
I mean, does your dad have gray hair now?
Oh yeah, he's white now.
All gray hair?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because when growing up, he did it,
No,
and he was.
I mean, well, he kind of did, but it was just like a dark gray more than anything.
See, I feel like your dad never had gray hair.
He had dark hair for a long time, but it was always peppered, kind of.
I never know my dad with colored hair. That's the crazy. Like my dad's always had
because
gray hair.
we have the same age. Our parents
Yeah.
are the same age, basically.
Yeah, basically.
They're older.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like my dad was 40 when he had me. So
I feel like I
you
would
know.
dye my hair. I wouldn't care.
I don't think I would. I don't see the
No.
reason to.
Whatever I got.
Yeah.
Like
Taking it as-
why try to hide it every 3 months or whatever? Because it's just going to keep growing.
I
So
feel like it's just taking care of yourself though. Just like shaving your beard, taking care of your hair, like putting gel in it or styling it. I feel like it's just part of it. You can't take that
Yeah,
much
but-
time to do it.
I'm sure it doesn't.
Like
I
the
mean,
Just for Men stuff or whatever.
It
I'm sure
probably
you
like
can do
when
it
you see
yourself.
It
Yeah.
probably takes 15 minutes or something to
Yeah.
at max, probably.
Yeah, and it'll
I
last
say, but
quite some time.
it also is just like you'll see somebody and then all of a sudden you dye it and you go from gray to all of a sudden you're like,
No. You have to start doing it as your grain.
Oh no!
You can't let it go all gray and then be like, I think I'm gonna go brown now. Like,
There was an older gentleman at work that would do that. His beard would be just like Snow White, and all of a sudden he'd come in and it'd be brown,
Yeah.
like your color brown, and he'd just be like, we'd be like, oh, she get a hold of you? He's like, no, what are you talking about? This is natural, man.
Yeah.
Okay, Harpo, yeah, you're right.
Episode of The Office.
Yeah, the Creed. Whenever he puts the printer ink in his hair, I was just
Is
about
that
to-
what it is, printer
He
ink?
takes printer ink because
Oh.
they said something about like the printer's out of ink, and it was like he had used printer ink to
Oh,
dye his
okay.
hair black.
I just remember he's trying to look young,
Yeah.
so they don't fire him.
Yeah, what's
They're
up,
like-
bro?
Yeah. Creed's like one of the best characters on The Office.
He's so like he doesn't have that many lines, but every time he's there, it's you never like you just don't know what you're gonna get. I mean, you do now because
Comedic gold.
everybody's seen The Office. I don't know how many times, but
Yeah, right. He has very short scenes,
yeah,
but they're goals.
they're all out of this world. Like they're just crazy. They're just so weird, but
That's
hilarious.
the best part
Yeah.
about it. Yeah, yeah. He makes like that part of the show that much better.
Is he like one of your favorite characters from the
Oh,
show?
definitely.
Is he really?
Definitely. I used to think Dwight was my favorite because I've like done this before. Like I've talked to somebody about like who's like my favorite character on the show, and they're all pretty damn good. And I would used to think Dwight or who's the guy? Not Michael, the other guy, tall guy,
Jim?
Jim. Like I always thought like Dwight or Jim, but
Jim's
I think Creed.
all right, but I would say Dwight's probably mine. Michael is. He's good, but he's kind of like I put it like if I was in a room with him by myself, I don't think I'd like the guy. He's kind of weird. He's kind of out there.
Yeah.
He makes a show.
He definitely does.
Wouldn't be
guys-
wouldn't be the same show.
You guys just dogging on Kevin, bringing in
Okay, all right, that's
bringing in the chili and dropping it all over the floor.
Kevin's hysterical.
He's literally a super genius, but he just plays off dumb.
Did you see that conspiracy?
Yeah,
Yeah, that was cool.
yeah.
What
Where
is
he,
it?
Where he's like secretly like a genius and is just playing stupid the whole time, but like if you look back at like certain scenes, like he always like I don't know predicts what's gonna happen or
he excels, or he's like all of a sudden he's really good at gambling, and he's got a band, and it's like, how can an idiot be good at all these things?
he talked the actor talked about it. There was a deleted scene where it like proved kind of something like that, and he was explaining it like that was actually a real thing.
Have you watched any deleted scenes?
Yeah, there's on Peacock they've got like I forget what they call it, but it's basically extended episodes with more like stuff that they've cut. So instead of 30-minute episodes, it's like 45.
Oh, I might have to get Peacock to watch that then.
So that's where they stream it all, but they have Superfan, I think is what they call it, episodes, and they're longer. So you get to see extra stuff that's I understand why it wasn't in the show, but some of it's pretty good.
Yeah, still, especially for like the super fans of The Office.
Right.
I like it. And The Office, I feel like is the perfect show, the perfect background show.
That's exactly it. Like I don't care what it is. I don't even have to watch it. I can hear it and I can like visualize it because I've seen it.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times now.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't matter where you pick up on. Like pick an episode
you know
any
it.
season.
If
doesn't
you
matter.
know it,
Yeah.
If you don't know it, and you throw yourself in the middle of it, it's weird. It's almost awkward.
Yeah,
Because I remember when it was on TV.
It's an awkward show.
a lot of people couldn't get like the dry humor. And the first season's kind of
First season's tough.
real tough especially to be like, hey, this is a good show, and they watch it and they're like, what the?
You have to
Why would I like this? And then once they get season 2, season 3, they're like, okay, this is actually a pretty good show,
you have to understand the dry humor.
Yeah, you have to
Yeah.
kind of get the characters a little bit, which season 1's telling you about the characters, and then once you've got that, it starts to become more funny, and it just gets better. But
And
that
you got to get
first-
past Michael.
Michael in the first season is not good.
Is the worst.
He's so bad.
Is the worst. The fact that they pulled it off, like they pulled through, and then found a way to like level it out.
Yeah,
Like he found a way to like really nail that position.
yeah, because season 1 Michael is different than all the other seasons,
Mm-hmm.
and he's a menace in season 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you tell someone to watch The Office for the first time,
That's the first thing you're gonna say is you have to push through the first season. Like
yeah,
that's-
and everyone's like, I got to make it through a season because I'm a 15-minute rule guy. Like if it's not good in the first 15 minutes, I'm out.
oh dang.
Oh yeah.
So you need something to happen.
So then that like
immediately.
90% of
Well-
the shows that I like, you probably wouldn't like them.
Okay, I say that, but I kind of say it loosely too because that's more for movies. It's more of a movie thing.
Okay.
Not so much a show. I will power through, but I got 3 episodes probably my max. Like if I'm not liking it after my third one, I'm like, I can't keep watching this.
Do you watch much shows?
No,
Yeah, I
don't.
I haven't watched. Like, I haven't sat down and actually watched a TV show in years, to be completely honest.
I wish you guys would give One Piece a try though. Such good, man. It's such a good show.
I don't. That sounds like such a commitment.
I mean, it's like one of those things that it's a commitment, but it's like I started watching One Piece 4 years ago probably,
Yeah.
and I took like 2 years off of it. Like for me, I don't commit. Like I don't give my life to these shows. So like
Oh, that's the bad thing. If I find one I like, I binge watch it till I'm damn near sick of it.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
see,
that's how a lot of people are.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Because they feel like, oh, I started the show, I had to finish this
Like
show.
Shameless, when I first started watching that, I probably watched the first 3 or 4 seasons within like a week and a half. I mean, I'm just like,
Which is crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you go to
It's a
work.
good
I
show.
basically worked. I got off work and then I watched it for like 12 hours. I slept for like 4 hours and then I went back to work and then came home and watched it for 12 hours for like a week straight. And I'm
Dude.
just like, I'm hooked to this show.
I bet you guys could. I get what you're saying. It's a commitment.
Yeah.
But I bet you guys would get hooked to One Piece like that. I know, like the other animes, a lot of people suggest them.
Aren't they making a live action of that?
Yeah, they already
I
have.
think,
Okay.
yeah, I
It's
think
on
they already
Netflix.
came
Was it?
out. Yeah.
Was it? It's already out, and I think they may have renewed it for another season. Is that it?
I think no, they already got 2 seasons.
Okay.
I think they're like keep moving on.
Okay.
Like, they're like, well, we're good. Keep moving.
Gotcha. I did see that.
It's received like a ton of great feedback.
Yeah,
But the anime is
is where it's at.
way better.
Yeah.
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 I was worried that it was gonna ruin the anime. Like it was gonna ruin like the One Piece name because the anime is so good.
Mm-hmm.
And when you started out, because they have like the first 400 episodes probably on Netflix, you can watch One Piece. There's like over 1,000.
That's just crazy to think of.
Well, also they're
It's like-
20-minute episodes.
Was it like Naruto that's got like 800 episodes or something like that?
It's a bunch. Naruto's a big one. One Piece is the longest running anime of all time.
Well, I don't know.
It's been since the. Did you?
You want to call it an anime, but think of like The Simpsons, man.
That's a cartoon.
That's a cartoon.
Yeah, it's a cartoon.
Isn't that different?
Totally different.
Cartoon and anime are different because anime's more of Japanese background.
I mean,
Well,
is
and
that
there's
the
a story.
difference? Is that the difference?
No, there's a story to anime. Like every,
Yeah, but how can you do 1,000 episodes in a story?
you should watch One Piece and find out.
It tells you the story when
I
you watch
say
it.
some of them, it's like, oh, you get 5 or 6 episodes and the story's done.
We have a friend that I've recommended watching One Piece. I'm like, go watch it, dude. You'll like it. Was resilient. You know, it was. I don't like that crap. I don't want to watch cartoons. And it's like it's different, man. Just watch it. And was resilient against it. I don't know what made him watch it. Started watching it. Dude is freaking hooked to it.
They
Oh,
probably
really?
you
Can't
saying,
stop.
hey, watch it. And then he,
Probably didn't want to watch it because I told him to watch it.
yeah. That's the reason I don't want to watch it.
Exactly.
Said, oh, watch this show. Yeah. I'm
Oh,
gonna
you're
be-
recommending it? I know it's not good.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't watch a lot of TV, so if there's a show that I like, it's probably a pretty good show.
Really. I watch like streamers. That's
See.
pretty much it.
Yeah, we
And I only watch it when I go to bed.
I watch streamers too.
we watch a lot of TV. We are always watching some show. We just skip show to show to show. We usually have a main show we're watching, and then maybe like a show that comes out like weekly that
Yeah.
we'll like watch an episode here and there,
Give One Piece a try.
and then we'll have something for ourselves. Usually mine's The Office, but
Yeah.
like she'll watch her like.
Is that like what you go to sleep to?
No, usually we don't have the TV on for sleep.
Really?
Oh, I have to have it
I
on.
have to too.
No,
I put a sleep timer on for 3 hours and I might be awake for 10 minutes, but
We've got a
I'll
good,
put it on.
Yeah, we've got a good setup, and I would like to because I end up staying up way later than I need to, just because I don't want to.
So you're saying you stay downstairs and watch TV too much?
Yes,
You don't have a TV in your bedroom?
We do, and a nice one, a better one than we do downstairs. Actually,
So why don't you watch it in bed then?
just don't forget about it. We end up making dinner, sit there, get comfy, start watching shows, and then look down. It's like, oh, it's 10 o'clock. We should probably go upstairs, and then by that time, I don't want to.
See,
I don't
that-
want to turn the TV back on at 10:30.
Yeah.
So
See,
because I got to get up at 5. So
I think that's a good habit. I think
Yeah,
you should
that is a
stick to
good
that
habit.
habit.
See, that is a good
what I
habit.
want to do is get to the point where it's like, okay, it's 8 o'clock. We're going upstairs, and then turn the TV on upstairs. I can fall asleep when I want to, and then
Yeah,
but
but
that's
the thing- but
that's
the
a
thing is-
dangerous game.
But
no,
the
I
thing
don't
is,
think it is.
if you get hooked on something, like last night,
No.
I went to go to lay down and I was just watching TikToks while I had TV on. But I had a
That's
three,
an even worse habit.
I had
what I
no,
do.
I had a 3 hour sleep timer on the TV, and I was like, okay, whatever. I started watching TikToks, and next thing I know, the TV shuts off, and I'm like, oh wow.
You watched TikToks for 3 hours?
I did.
Oh
Last
my
night.
God.
Last night
That's
I was in it.
doable.
My gosh.
That's doable.
I'll go to take a shower and I'm watching TikToks for 45 minutes and I'll see the clock at the top and I go, oh, I need to take a shower.
Wait, you're watching? Oh, I thought you were watching it in the
on
shower.
No, on the toilet. Yeah.
Your legs aren't numb yet?
Oh, they are.
No.
They are.
I got
Like,
enough,
I didn't
I
have
got
to feel
enough,
it in them anyway.
I got enough padding that, I just kind of morph onto the toilet seat and then boom. It's like sitting on an Easy Boy
You
recliner.
got one of those like cushion top.
No, it's just a hardwood one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's something about that's the best place to be.
That
Yeah, it
honestly
is.
on the toilet is
It's
you can kill
relaxing.
some time watching.
No, you can.
It's
I
just
don't know how to
peaceful.
explain it.
It's peaceful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Nobody's
you do
bothering
your
you in the
business
toilet.
And nobody wants to bother you either
Yeah.
because you're in.
You never know. They could be fighting demons in there. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want to rush someone in there.
Yeah.
Get a hernia.
Yeah.
If you're rushing them.
hernia, hemorrhoids.
Hemorrhoid, whatever.
Yeah.
You could have a problem.
Prolapse. Who knows?
So I think that's what's so peaceful about it.
Yeah.
Like, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like, this is my
It's
time.
your world for those 20 minutes or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
20 minutes.
45 minutes.
45 for Jake.
About an hour by the time I get out of the shower.
Yeah.
When Jake's feet start to tingle, that's when he knows time is up.
Yeah, his alarm goes off for work.
I
in the
have to
morning.
leave my phone in the, like if you guys are like, hey, we're gonna go do something, I have to leave my phone in the other room so that way I can actually just go jump in the shower.
Oh, so you don't play on your phone?
Otherwise, I'll just sit there and play on my phone, and then I'm like, oh, I'm running
Do you
late.
always poop before you shower?
Yeah.
Always.
I mean, yeah.
That's crazy to me.
That's different. Yeah.
That's different.
I either shower in the morning or I shower at night.
You should, if you have to poop, poop before you shower.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the worst
always.
thing in the world is doing.
As soon as
it
you get out of the
after.
shower,
Yeah.
and then you do, and you're like, wow, I just got filthy.
What a
again.
waste.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna start my morning over after this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna shower again.
Yeah.
But to do it every time?
Every time.
That's
Even
such
if
a
I don't
commitment.
have to, I'll just sit down and then just start watching. I'll literally sit down and just start watching TikToks until I have to, and then I'm like, okay, I'll take a shower afterwards.
It sounds like you're just hooked on your phone.
Dude,
it sounds like you just
anyone
want an
that's
excuse
listening right
pretty much.
now, do you guys do that? Is this like a
Yeah.
normal thing, or is Jake crazy for this?
Well, I'd rather just get it done and over with, and then I'm clean when I take a shower.
Yeah, but it sounds like you don't. There's no way you have to go every time.
Yeah, that's
Well, not
that's
every
the
time.
problem.
Yeah, well, you just said every time.
Yeah, you did.
Well, I mean, like I said, I either shower in the morning, which I always take a morning dump, or I shower when I get off work, and I always got to take a dump because I ate at work.
You don't dump at work,
I mean, I do if I have to, but
so you're dumping 3 times in a day.
oh, some days.
Dang,
That's too many.
you're cleaning out.
Well, I did kind of start like a carnivore, so I'm kind of
Goes through you more.
yeah, it's kind of just flying right through
Actually,
me right now.
Is
I'm
because
kind of
of-
in that early stage where you're kind of your body's just like starting to release everything.
Is that a
then all of a
lack of
sudden-
five thing?
Yeah,
That's what it is.
yep.
Oh, was it just?
Yeah,
all
it may not
protein?
be. Yeah, pretty much all protein. I mean,
But you
I'm
said
not-
you're. Sorry, go ahead.
I say I'm not even. I'm basically just eating nuts and meat right now. I might throw in a carb here or there, but it's
Is the nuts because you're trying to get fats in your diet?
yeah. That's
You
just
need
to
some
add
fats.
add fats because I can't be the guy that's like, hey, I'm gonna eat 2 pounds of ground beef and a stick of butter for a meal.
Fats are also good for your brain, right?
Yeah, because your brain is pretty much just straight fat. So whenever you go into like ketosis like that, and if you go to an extreme ketosis, then you'll actually be not consuming your brain, but it's just like
It's eating the
it's
fat
gotta-
around your brain,
It's got to
right?
pull the fat out of somewhere.
Yeah.
Like when you're super lean, like them bodybuilders,
Mm-hmm.
they get a lot of cognitive issues because it's literally it's almost like it's eating around their brain.
Yeah.
because they're so lean.
Because you have a fat protective layer
yeah, I mean, I got
around.
I
you
got, I
have
got,
it
I
around
got
your body,
a fat protective layer around the whole body, but yeah.
also around your brain. So that's why guys that are bodybuilders, it's not good to be like 10% is that like as low as you really want to be healthy?
Usually like
Because 3% is not good.
8 to 12 is pretty good.
Yeah.
When you get under 8, that's whenever you start getting in like competitions. Like a lot of guys you see on stage are between like 3 and 6. 6 are usually not going to be your top competitors.
And those guys are like super tired all the time too, because well they're also carb depleted. That's probably why they're tired. It's not the fat; it's the
Carb
lack of
depleted, they're
carbs.
dehydrated. I mean,
Yeah, because they don't want any water because they don't want to bloat, being bloated from the water right?
Well, see, that's the thing is like they'll cut a bunch of water out before to really slim down to like, if they got to hit their weight class.
Yeah.
And then right before they drink a shit ton of like salt water to try to fill the muscles up real quick so they look bigger and more solid.
And the salt water is the salt is that
It just helps you retain water.
but doesn't it also like expand your blood or your veins so like your
See,
blood flows more through the veins?
See, I don't know a whole lot into that aspect of it. Like, I've never done a competition cut.
Mm-hmm.
It just guys I follow, I watch.
Is that meant? If it does that, is that meant to just show off more? Does it?
It just throws more water and makes the muscles pop a lot more.
Yeah.
So, like you see sometimes when they get in the competition, like right before they go in the show, they're drinking like 2 gallons of water and they're having like 2.5 grams of salt a day, which is a lot of freaking salt.
Yeah.
And they just blow right back up,
There's a lot of sodium too, ain't it?
That's a lot of sodium.
Yeah. Because that's also a problem with dieting is a lot of times it comes with a lot of sodium.
Yeah.
Right? Because like you're getting really lean, but also a lot of things that a lot of people are using like soy sauce for as like a flavor because there's no carbs, there's no calories, no sugar in it, but it's freaking maxed out in sodium.
Yeah.
It's an insane amount of
A
sodium.
lot of meat, like a bunch of pickles and stuff.
Yeah. Pickles.
Pickles and peanut butter.
Yeah.
Obviously lean meats.
I'm just thinking about like people like because you can't have like barbecue sauce or ranch or ketchup. A lot of times,
I mean, they got a lot of like zero sugar stuff like that.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
So,
But is it high in sodium then?
they're not like extremely high in sodium. No,
No.
no, it's not like
I don't like that.
It's like
crap, though.
having
I've
a-
tried it.
I have to, and
So gross.
I am not a fan.
Have you tried?
What-
Sorry.
What's that? Yeah. What do you guys?
Like zero sugar barbecue sauce or ketchup.
I haven't tried any of the sauces that are. We've done low sodium soy sauce, which I really don't tell a difference there, to be honest with you.
I never even thought about getting that before.
Like
Yeah.
that's
I'm
what
not
we
even
have
a
at the
big
house
soy
is low
guy.
sodium.
Like
But-
soy sauce, I'm not a big soy sauce guy.
Really? I'll dig it.
I think it's too salty.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the only time I use it is with like sushi or something.
Yeah,
Right. I only do it with rice. Really. That's about the only time I ever do it.
I say
On the rice, just add some flavor.
I'd rather do like
Rice gets dry.
I like
Rice is-
wasabi and
Rice is
shit like
tough
that.
sometimes.
I like that, like wasabi or horseradish, to where you eat it and it just clears everything up, and you're like it's not spicy, but you're just like, oh,
Yeah,
wow,
Yeah, I don't know how to describe that.
it's a weird,
That feeling. It's only
Yeah.
like those two things. Like, it's the only thing that gives you that
yeah,
sensation.
Because I can eat peppers and it's nothing like that. Like I've ate some really hot peppers, but
I
you
just
get
don't
like
like
a
the
good
flavor
glob
of
of
it.
real wasabi, and it's like
Well, it's wasabi, and what else is with it?
horseradish.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Are they both from the same root though?
See, I mean, it's not the same root, but I think it's like the same family,
Okay.
like, kind of like the same.
I don't know.
Yeah, because what we get,
They're
like,
both. They are both roots. Yeah.
whatever we know as wasabi is really not wasabi.
Yeah.
It's actually, isn't it just horseradish?
It's
like,
horseradish with green dye in it.
basically. and it's
Basically, if you
thicker.
go anywhere, basically in America, it's basically
Oh,
horseradish.
really?
It's not real.
Yeah, you get genuine
Imitation.
wasabi. It literally looks like ginger root.
It
They
looks-
just grind it up.
Well, sometimes you actually have that's what they just say. It's just a ginger.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, ginger's to cleanse your palate.
Yeah, that's what, if you're doing like sushi or something, you eat the sushi and then you do ginger after to clear your palate because it neutralizes everything. And then you go in again and do it again. But the wasabi,
Do what again? Eat another thing? of
yeah, just
sushi?
have another.
Yeah.
That way your
like
palate's
say you
cleansed.
say you eat like a tuna roll, then you'll eat ginger afterwards, and it'll clear everything out. And you're like, oh, I'm gonna eat instead of tuna, I'm gonna go with like a salmon roll or something. And it's just supposed to give you a different flavor profile every time.
I
Yeah,
did not
get
know
it to
that.
the true.
I didn't know what the point of it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, ginger is basically like the essential of taking a wet wipe and just going, and then you're just back to normal, and then you just try it.
See, I'm not a fan of it though.
Of what, sushi?
No, I love sushi.
Okay.
I love sushi. The ginger.
Yeah,
I just
It doesn't. I mean, it doesn't taste great, but it has
you
a
do it
purpose.
to cleanse your
Yeah.
palate.
Sometimes I don't. You do it every time.
But now that I know that, I might start doing it just for that.
You don't need a lot either. Like, it's a pretty potent.
Oh, it's very. I've tried it. I've tried it multiple times.
It's potent, but it's only meant to.
you're like, oh, I want to try some ginger, and you don't taste nothing
No, they
for a
just
week.
give you a
'cause it
little
just
bitty
wipes
piece.
Yeah,
everything
you
out.
just do a little sliver, and that's all
Yeah.
you need, and it's just clears you off, and
See,
then
I-
you go to
I-
the next one.
I want to get more into sushi, but with having the shellfish allergy, it's kind
Yeah.
of like I'm skeptical.
So
It's like,
can you not do fish though?
no, I can eat all fish.
Shellfish.
Shellfish.
Yeah, 'cause
so
you
anything
just
that's got
Tempura, like stuff like that, like you don't want to do because usually it's shrimp tempura, or like
anything that they use, like even some fish oils, I got to watch out for.
I wonder if you but like tuna and salmon.
Oh yeah, not.
But the
like,
problem also is going to a place
and
that
then not
doesn't separate the stuff.
not really knowing.
Yeah, because they're not cleaning it.
And it's not like I have to have an EpiPen for it. It's just it gets uncomfortable. Like
Yeah, if they're rolling,
throat gets itchy, and
yeah, if
yeah.
they're
How
ro-
can you enjoy that?
if they're rolling all of it on the same spot,
Yeah.
naturally you're going to get a little bit of something
Yeah.
residually on there.
If they can cut it up all at the same time, like the shellfish with whatever Jake's having, that's not like salmon.
that's like when we went to the high.
They're gonna cut it up at the
I
same
had to say, "Hey, I'm allergic to shellfish." So then they were like cooking my chicken and shit to the side
yeah,
while they were doing the little show.
where
Yeah.
But
they're
they're like,
flinging
"Hey, we're
shrimp.
gonna we're like, hey, we're gonna go ahead and do this," and they're like, "Shrimp." And they're like, "Oh, you want to die?" And I'm like, "No, dude, don't give it to me, man."
Yeah, that sucks, man.
Yeah.
Because I never thought I'd like sushi, but I'm glad I gave it a try because I love it.
I love sushi.
Yeah.
I wish there was a place around here that made it.
We got a really good one we like in Washington. Oh god, Cherry Blossom. That one in Washington.
Is that the one in Old Ponderosa place?
Yeah, it's very good.
It is very good.
Yeah.
Oh, the old. See, I haven't been to Washington in a long time. There's a sushi place in the old Ponderosa.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ponderosa shut down.
Yeah, Ponderosa
Man.
gone.
Dude, Ponderosa
Ponderosa's
shut
been
down.
gone forever.
I think every Ponderosa in America shut down like 10 years ago.
Like a blockbuster.
Yeah.
There's got to be one original one just holding on.
There
Like,
probably is
Yeah,
one
we
left.
were talking about Outback at work the other
Well,
day.
there's still a Blockbuster
And-
left.
There's one.
There's one.
Yeah, and
They had a show
Oregon
about
or
it,
something
actually.
like that.
Oh, really?
It was just a regular show. It wasn't like a documentary,
I don't know
but it
how.
was funny.
I don't know how you could still have anywhere you can rent movies other than like Redbox.
Well, I think Blockbuster freaking like screwed up big time. Like, it was their fault. They failed. Like, because they were the number one movie chain out there.
They just didn't keep up with the times.
They didn't keep up with the time.
Netflix saw it. Because they did similar stuff. They were doing online DVD rentals.
Yeah.
And
Did they have boxes? Or is that Redbox?
That's Redbox, and Redbox is still a thing.
Oh.
And we use Redbox every once in a while.
I
still.
thought Netflix had a box.
Maybe they did.
Maybe when they first came out.
I thought it was all online from the start, and they just mailed you the disc.
Yeah,
and
you're
you would
probably
play it, and then you would return it and get your next one. But then they just adapted to, everything's going digital. They don't need this. All right, let's switch it. And,
Yeah, let's just make a thing where we can just
and
watch it
Can you
digitally.
imagine you
Changed-
just click on
changed everything from that point.
Blockbuster app,
Yeah.
and then just watch whatever I want.
Yeah, that's what they should have done.
Now
That's what
there's so many-
Blockbuster should have done.
There's
They
so
had the
many
money.
different streaming.
Everybody's got it now.
I mean,
Yeah.
Peacock, you got Netflix,
More than we could probably
Disney.
ever name.
I mean, yeah,
Like it's just like random stuff.
like even
Tubi, I think, is the thing. Like at
Yeah,
my gym,
I use Tubi. Yeah,
at my gym, I have all these TVs, and I don't pay for any subscription because it's like, sure, I could pay for whatever, but the show you're gonna want probably is on another one.
I say most
So
people
why waste my time?
probably
Yeah.
just gonna go to YouTube if they're gonna watch anything on the.
Or they're watching Netflix on their phone anyway because they're watching Shameless and they're on season 8,
Yeah.
episode 4, and they don't want to have to go on, like, it's right there. Boom.
There's one
just
of
watch it on their phone.
there's one of the apps that's meant to be like live TV, but it's not live. It's like reruns of TVs, and they just portray them as live channels, so you never know what you're gonna get. I forget what that's called though.
Well, we have YouTube
Fubo or
TV.
something like that. I don't remember what it was, but it's like it's meant to be just like live TV.
Oh, yeah. Pluto.
Pluto, yeah, that
Pluto?
one.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Pluto, yeah.
Is that
I remember you
right?
used
Yeah,
to have
it's free.
that.
Yeah,
You used
it's
to have
free.
that when you lived there in town.
Yeah.
But we
Yeah, because I went freaking, when I moved in my first house, I was,
Super.
I went-
everything free.
yeah, I went, like, there was nothing, I wasn't going to pay for anything. I was just, like, broke, and I was just like, I just need whatever, like, I wasn't going to pay, I paid for internet, because
Yeah.
I needed internet, but
Right.
I was like, I'm not going to pay for any TV service, no apps, no nothing, like, I just need to cut my finances down as much as possible.
Now it's crazy that we used to only get 15 megs in town for like $94,
Mhm.
and now I pay 107 for 1 gig.
That is crazy.
$107.
Yeah.
Dude,
It's so much.
up until a month ago,
Yeah, but that's, I mean, for $13 more and actually be able to have decent internet.
I'm just so I'm
I would pay it all day long, dude.
Starlink people pay fucking
I'm paying $120 a month for Starlink.
I pay
Just got it.
I pay.
You just got it in?
just got
'Cause
it.
Brandon said he just got it in too.
Mm-hmm.
I pay $49.99 for a charter. I get 300 megabits for $49.99.
So
Yeah, see, that ain't bad.
So
It's-
that's plenty fast.
Yeah.
And it's $50 a month.
it's a freaking dude that owns our internet company that just screws us.
Yeah.
Screws us out.
they-
Here.
Fidelity's out here. Fidelity's just like they almost have a monopoly until Starlink.
Yeah. Yeah. And I got Starlink. I love it. Is it the best internet in the world? No. It's still satellite internet, but it is. It made a stride because Jake in town could get this 1 terabyte,
1 gig.
1 gigabyte of internet, and for a decent price. That's great. But out of town, we didn't get it.
Yeah.
So I was up until a month ago. I was paying $100 a month for 12 megabits per second download and 1 megabit per second upload. But I never seen that speed.
Yeah. It's
It was
always
up
way
to it.
slower.
It was up to it. And I upload video. I upload a video to Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube at least every single day. At least every single day of the week, Monday through Friday.
And that's why it's probably better to do it at the gym.
I used to, well, like my podcast, I'm just talking like clips. I'm just talking
Yeah.
like reels,
Yeah.
like 60-second clips. I couldn't even, it would take me, if I would upload it to Facebook, it would take me 30 minutes probably, upload a 1 minute clip.
Yeah.
It was insane. And then I had to do Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and then YouTube. So I got like a 2-hour process. Like I just basically start uploading the video and I just put my phone down and walk away. And then like 30 minutes later, come back, it's done. Okay, now Instagram's time. And
It's a pain in the ass.
yeah, it was, man. The grind to try to get content out.
It's like this isn't even worth it.
It was
Like,
terrible,
it
man.
sounds awful.
It was terrible. And yeah, I sometimes I would save it for the gym, or sometimes I'm freaking trying to upload it going down the road. I'm doing it with one hand, trying to edit videos and like doing crap, and I'm in the other lane.
Dare you?
Yeah, I know. It was. Hey, I had to do it, man. I had to do it to get the content out. But I finally, so I put my thing. You had to get accepted for Starlink. You can't just order it. You pay $100 to get put on a waiting list, and then however long they accept you.
$500 to actually get everything.
It was $600.
$600.
$600.
500 is 100 deposit, and then 500 to actually get it all installed.
Nope. I paid $100 down, and then $600. And so this is what happened.
I didn't pay a
Let me explain the process of it all. Was
Elon's coming for you.
well, what do you do?
I mean,
What do you
out
do?
here,
I was sick and tired of dealing with it. I was sick and tired of giving Fidelity my money and not even getting anything for it. And what was crazy about it was when I signed up for Fidelity, I was paying like $75 a month. And then they've slowly increased my rates. And I'm sure they've said something, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if they even have. But I don't remember them calling me or like getting a for sure thing saying, "Hey, your rate's going up."
Yeah.
I checked it for the past 2 years because it's on automatic payments, and I need it no matter what. I have to have internet. Everybody needs internet. I was looking at it. I've been paying for the past at least 2 years $99 and some odd cents a month. I was paying $100 a month for 12 megabits per second, and on top of it, this is what blows
12
my mind.
megabits max.
Max. That's on up to it.
See, and that's
That's
the crazy.
up to it.
I'll let you keep going, but like mine charter is 300 megabits is what they rated it. I usually get about 330. That's a standard normal every time I do a speed
They're
test.
over-delivering.
It's over.
Yeah.
Now, is that hardwired in?
I mean, no, I mean that's the speed I get from Wi-Fi.
I
But
say,
it's
'cause-
hardwired. It's through coax, and then
Yeah, see, I got one
Your
gig.
TV's not hardwired into you.
no, it's all Wi-Fi.
Yeah,
modem.
my computer runs at like 930, and then on my Wi-Fi, like on my Xbox, it's probably right around 300, 310.
Oh, it's that much different.
Yeah, but it's only 30 feet away from the actual router.
I'll do it. I'll do it at work, and I'll do a comparison because I have hardwire, and then I'll try the Wi-Fi,
Yeah.
and they're right there. They're close.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if having all this shit in between where my Xbox and my router is, if that affects the ability. It's in another room, and I mean, there's
I'm sure there's
Still
millions
wall.
of factors
Yeah,
into
there's
it.
a ton.
yeah,
Like I'm sure like however many, because it all comes off
And,
of one hub,
yeah.
and everybody's sharing like the one hub.
And it also depends on the time of day too. Like if
Right.
it's at like 6 p.m., it's
when
way
everybody's
slower.
using it.
Yeah, it's like way slower. But
That's what I'm
when
getting
I
at.
get off work at 1 a, when I do something at 1 a.m., it's going through the roof, like it's flying. But then, if I'm doing it before work, 3 o'clock, I'm getting way less speed than I
Kids are
normally
getting off school,
Yep.
hopping
Going
on
straight
Fortnite.
to Fortnite and
Yeah.
TikTok.
Yeah. So they're just using up all the bandwidth.
Yeah.
So what ended up happening with Starlink though is I waited like 6 months and never got accepted. And I just got to the point where I'm like, I freaking need internet. Like I need it bad. And I kind of like it by accident, something popped up where somebody said they had bought it. I think I watched like a TikTok or something. Somebody said they bought the Starlink setup, their modem and their satellite off eBay used, and they were able to because you can like buy one. You can pay a mobile package, so you can take it camping. You
Okay.
can take it like say if like you're a scientist that's out in the field a lot.
That's pretty cool.
You can hook it up and you can use it. So I was like, okay, I'm going to give it a try because they say up to 100 megabits per second, download and upload depending on where you're at and like the conditions of everything.
Yeah.
But it's up to 100 megabits upload and download. I'm like, I'm down for that.
That's way better.
It's way better. I mean, if I got 25 up and down,
It's double.
It's still double. So I'm like, I'm going to give it a try. So I found it used, paid $400 for it, got it in, set it up. Sure enough, there was days I was seeing up to 80 megabits per second download, and I was getting like 25 upload.
Yeah.
I was sweet, but I was having to pay $150 a month for this because you have to pay for the mobile package. But I was like, I need it. Like,
Yeah.
it's pay $100 for crap that I can't even use, or pay $50 more and get a little better crap.
Something that you can actually, it's a little bit of crap, but something that
I could
actually
upload
work for you.
I could upload all my
All
my
at once.
reels at one time.
Yep.
Nice.
Like
It wouldn't take 6 hours to do
my
all
phone
four.
literally would not load anything if I was trying to upload a video. If I was trying to upload my own video and I tried to add music for it, a lot of times it wouldn't even load the music to be able to add to the video. That's how bad it was. That's how
rough.
bad it was.
That's rough.
So yeah, with this, I was now able to upload all four. In the mobile package, they say it was actually still. It was like what's the word I'm looking for? It was like dimmed down, like it wasn't full potential of what the residential package is.
Yeah.
But because I wasn't accepted at my address, I could not get full speeds. I couldn't get it because my address wasn't accepted. So I had to be under a mobile package where I didn't have like a set address.
I gotcha.
So I wasn't getting my full speeds. It was like 2 weeks later after I buy the setup, I got accepted. And I'm like, oh, freaking course.
So you drive $1,000 basically to.
So
Did they give you new equipment?
yes. So what ended up happening was you get this. I got accepted, and I was like, well, I wonder if I could just switch the package over. Well, they won't let you. It has to be like you can't have the same Starlink pack. Like it has to be like my residential package has to be registered with that Starlink satellite and everything else. So, and the problem with it was set. If you didn't order in 7 days, you got taken because like everybody right now is on. Like, there's only so many people that can get on the Starlink because there's only so many satellites.
Yeah.
So only so many people can get on it until they get more satellites up or somebody gets off of it, basically.
Yeah.
If I didn't order in 7 days, they drop my acceptance
go to the next guy?
and then go to the next guy. So I was like, I had to pay the $600. It was $599. I had to pay the $600 to get the new Starlink to get it in. So yeah, now I got $1,000 and all this Starlink equipment.
And you sell the old stuff or
I
something?
can sell the old stuff.
Yeah.
So the old stuff I can sell to somebody that wants to have like the roaming package like I had, or it's roaming, or mobile package, whatever it is. But doing that, now my package dropped from 150 to 120,
Okay.
and my speeds went up. And I've seen speeds all the way up to like 160 megabits per second.
Yeah.
So I'm super happy with it.
Yeah.
Super happy with it. And
Yeah.
then, sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying that is obviously worth, like you said, you got 2 or 3 hours trying to put in 4 videos where now you can do them all at one time and still be able to do whatever you need to do.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I used to take for this podcast here, I would render it at my house. I'd edit it, get it all ready, render it, and then I'd put it on a flash drive or something, take it to my gym, which had good speeds, and then upload it there overnight when I'm not there. So it was a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
If I finish it, if I come home and edit it, I can't even upload it that night.
Yeah.
You know, like if I need to, because I upload every single Wednesday.
Mhm.
If I finish it on a Tuesday,
You got to drive.
I gotta
back.
drive 15 minutes out of the way, go to the gym, and upload it there. It just sucks.
Yeah, it's just
You know, I
annoying.
got to put my thumbnail on there. I got to put the video on there. It's just very inconvenient. Now I can upload straight from my house.
Yeah.
Like when I go to bed at night, I'll upload it. When I go out to work in the morning, I'll upload it. And I can usually upload it because I'm on Spotify and YouTube. I can upload it both places.
Nice.
So
That's awesome.
I love it. And I just seen actually that Amazon is launching satellites now. They're like they've prototyped their own satellites and they're going
They're going to compete with Starlink or
to
something?
compete with Starlink. Yep. So it's
Your price might go down then. You know,
maybe
Honestly, it could.
it certainly could.
Yeah.
It certainly could.
Competition.
they're trying to compete against each other. It definitely could decrease.
Well, what I seen with Amazon, and I'll go with whoever has the best speed at the best price.
Yeah.
It's any internet. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not.
It's internet. Internet's
I don't
internet
care.
at its core. We've got our price is at $50 for the charter, but we're on a 2-year deal and we've been in our house now for 2 years this month. So we're gonna lose our rate and it's gonna go up to like $79 or something like that. But there's a new company that just started putting out internet in Washington. I forget what it's called, but I mean it's the same speeds as charter for the same price we're paying now. So we're probably gonna go back to playing the game of go to this
Shopping around.
just going back and forth between getting the introductory rate for 2 years and then flipping to the other one.
Yeah, it's just like car insurance.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
As soon as they go start to raise it on you, it's like, well, I guess I'll shop around then.
Yeah.
You guys want to raise it on me? I'm literally dealing with that with my house insurance. I've been with the company now since I bought my first house in like 2015. I've been with the same company. I had all my rental properties, my business, everything through them. All of a sudden, this year they're like, we got to raise rates. Things are changing. I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'll shop around.
Yeah.
And I shopped around and like, cause they bumped me way up. Like my house here, they put me like almost $1,000 more a
Damn.
month. Yeah.
Wow.
I was like $1,200. I was at like $1,200 and they put me up at $2,000 a month. I'm like, well,
Damn, a month?
or a year.
I was like, what
say,
the hell?
My bad.
Yeah, what kind of insurance you got here? In case it burns down, you get $1 million. Like, put me on that plan.
Yeah.
Whoops,
well,
my air fryer went a little too long today.
but yeah, that's what you got to do.
I mean, that's kind of what you got to do. I've done that too where, I was paying way too much and I just got to the point where I was like, I'm tired of, I don't want to feel bad that I've been with somebody for that long. I mean, at the end of the day, I need to find the best price for me.
Yep.
I mean,
I feel like you should get like a loyal customer discount.
that's kind of what I'm thinking.
Mhm.
I think some places do, like the big guys. I think
I
they
don't
do.
think so, dude.
I don't know.
I thought they
I don't
did.
think so. I don't think companies. I think companies only make, not all companies. I think a majority of companies only make discounts for new customers, not returning customers.
They just want to get
Or
you in the door and then
current
hold you and then
Get you in the
hope you
door.
don't notice the big
Yeah.
spikes.
Hope that you
Spike
enjoy their
it.
company so much that you're not like you're just going to pay whatever they want because they're that good of a company.
Yeah.
Gyms used to be like that. I remember going to gyms, and if you're a new customer only, you got their special their New Year's special price.
Yeah.
Or they like if they had like a buy one, pay for a month, get 1 month free, but only to new customers.
Yeah.
Like the current customers, they get no discount. You pay full price, but you've been a loyal customer to us for years. Like
Yeah.
that doesn't make any sense to me at all.
Same thing with like work too. A lot of employees, like you've been at work for 15 years, and then you realize that some guy that just started is matching your salary. And I was like, well, what's up with? I've
Yeah,
been here
what's up with
15
this?
years.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Similar kind of thing.
Yeah, I feel bad for some of the guys at work that've been there 30, 40 years, and they're making the same amount as somebody that, I mean, you gotta have 2 years seniority in some of the jobs. Other ones, it's like 6 years. But somebody could literally have their 6-year anniversary and get paid the same as somebody who's been there 42 years.
Yeah.
So,
Now that's union.
that's a union job, yeah.
That's because of union pay
Yeah.
type stuff. Which,
It's almost like an apprenticeship. It's like 0 to 2, 2 to 6, 6 plus.
but after 6, they're capped.
yeah, you're topped
They're
out.
not going to make any more than the other person.
Yep.
But in a normal job,
And just a normal
it's
job.
it's just a negotiation skill thing.
Yeah, that's why people hop jobs a lot.
Yeah.
Is because they'll hop jobs and they can make 10 to 20% more by moving to another job.
Yeah.
Or you can
That's the
make
best way to do it.
or you can make a 3% raise every year
Mhm.
or something. 3 or 5, whatever it is, or you can jump every 2 years and get 20.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds a lot better. That's why a lot of people jump around. And then
Yeah.
that's why the people that have been there for 30 years are making the same as people that are just getting there.
hmm Yeah, it's
But there's a comfort in staying in one place. So that's why I think a lot of people do it. But
Yeah. But then, like in my situation, for me to make the same pay I do, I'd have to drive at least 45 minutes to an hour.
yeah.
mhm,
Bull Moose pays really well,
yeah.
but they also own you. Like,
Well, yeah, but you're union pay.
yeah, it's
You're a
union.
union,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
you're comparing your work to another work or the union.
Yeah, like my old
employer.
job. Like
Yeah.
when I went to my old job,
But your other job wasn't a union
no.
company.
No.
So that's the difference.
Yeah. Like when I went to this new job, it was incentive, so it was all about how much you put out. Some weeks could average $45 an hour, and then other weeks would average $16 an hour. It all depended on how good you ran for the whole week. Then they went to an hourly rate, and the hourly rate was $10 more than I was making at my last job, and I'd only been there 6 months. So I was like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna stay here for a while.
Well, that's the cool thing about unions.
Yeah.
I like unions. Like I think unions are
I
a good
do
place
like
to be in.
unions if they are strong. We don't have the strongest union there at Bull Moose.
Sure. Yeah.
We
Like
only have like
large
100. We only have like 180 members.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, we're not a very strong union.
No.
Now it's like the
But
whole
look at
thing with
the-
like the UAW.
Yeah.
Like they're already making like $40 an hour, and they're bitching and moaning about it. And I'm like, man, I would be killing for $50 an hour.
That
Yeah.
kind of money.
Like they're
around
going
here.
on strike, and then all of a sudden, like
Yeah, but why are they going on strike?
about pay.
Yeah,
They want to
but
make more.
they want to make more, but it's because the guys at the top are making.
Yeah, they want to make like a 22 to 25% increase of what they're making now. So guys that are making 40 will be making 50, 50 will be making 65. And it's like, I get it. We need vehicles, and that's how we do anything. But at the same point, it's like you guys are already making a good living. Why go on strike and then get strike pay, which is going to be significantly less than what you're actually making?
It's weighing out the battles. Is it going to be less pay for 3 to 6 months, and then it's good for the next 6 years?
Yeah,
also
six,
it's
10 years, however long our contract
It's
is.
combating with the times, the change of times too.
Oh yeah.
Because the guy,
Oh, with
because
natural
everything's
inflation.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
the thing. Is like cars are going up, your house is going up, insurance is going up. So literally everything you buy is going up, but their pay only goes up by a small number. It's like they probably goes up, but
It doesn't match it.
You basically like, oh, you get $1 raise, but essentially
Inflation.
with inflation, you're actually making $3 less an hour.
yeah,
By the time you account everything in with bills and all that.
Yeah, no, I've done the math. Yeah, at my work, we had our yearlies, and we had that conversation whenever we were doing our reviews because inflation since 2020 is at like 18%
Yeah.
cumulative since then.
Mhm.
It's like unless you've gotten that much of a bump in those 3 years, which
Yeah.
most people don't,
You're
No.
literally making less money than you
You're-
were 3 years ago.
it's worth less money per hour.
Yeah.
Even if you're making more per hour, it's not worth the same.
and
And that's the shitty thing. It's just going to keep going up and up and up.
and I think that's where the strike comes from.
Probably.
This automotive
Yeah.
strike
They're
comes
trying
from.
to keep their lifestyle going.
Yeah, because the cars are going up
But
to combat
they're
with
paying.
it. So the guys that own these car companies are making the extra money on the top, so they're able to live up above inflation because they're the ones taking the profits. And all these union workers are like, hey,
Hey, we build these some guns.
we're the ones actually running this stuff. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we need some more money.
Yeah, cars.
Yeah.
Car market's crazy. I don't know if it still is, but I mean, I bought my car new last year, and I had to pay over sticker because they couldn't get cars out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I-
Over a sticker, like you went in and it said a certain price on it, and you're like,
Yep, they had to. They offered. They said the price was this much more than
then the price they had on it.
just because of demand, because they couldn't get cars, which is probably going to happen again because they're on strike.
Yeah.
So they can't make cars.
Well, yeah,
So
'cause
people that want or need cars are going to have to pay a premium because there's not enough cars to pick
There-
from.
Yeah, because like from what I understand, there's 3 big ones, and whenever
That's a
they're on
slap in
when
the
they're, when
face.
they're on strike,
It was
they're,
tough to eat.
they're doing it like I think it's like every like so however long it's going to be every month. Like say Flint, Michigan is the only one working. Well, then in 3 months, it's going to be the one in Indiana that's working. So Flint, Michigan will go on strike, and they're not going to make a single part. One of them is still working, and they're
Yeah.
getting their actual wages. But as a whole, they're on strike. So they're trying to, obviously increase everybody's pay. But they have to still produce. Because if they don't produce at all, then the company can go under.
Yeah.
So, like, they're forcing, like, hey, yeah, you guys can go out there with your picket signs for a month, but then after that, you guys get back to work.
Yeah, well, it's like there's a give on both sides.
Yeah.
Like it's the guys at the bottom saying, "Hey, we're going on strike," and it's the guys going on the top being like, "If you go on strike, all of you guys, we're going under, and you guys won't have any job."
Yeah.
So it's
You'll
like
lose your
there
job.
is a negotiation back and forth right now, but I guess they haven't came to an agreement.
As far as I know, they haven't. No.
Man, there's a lot of people doing that. I wonder if inflation's the cause because UPS was doing that.
Yeah, now apparently
threatened
UPS
it.
guys are
They threatened it. I thought it was done, but
they're making bank right now from what I see.
yeah, they threatened to go on strike, and I think they resolved it before it happened.
Yeah.
But that would have been.
What are they
that would've
making
been
at
horrible.
UPS, Jake?
Oh. I mean, there's
We look it up,
different-
Ariel.
yeah, there's different articles I've seen like on Facebook where like a guy's 40-hour salary was
They do
like-
well. I know
Yeah,
that.
it was an insane amount.
But they also work crappy, and like some of the stuff with that one was like the truck conditions. Like they're driving through the summer, no AC, no nothing. Like the
Yeah.
Amazon drivers, like that was a thing. That was a big story a year
Yeah.
or two ago about they had to pee in bottles because they couldn't stop to go to the bathroom because they had so many deliveries to make. Just
Yeah.
like quality of their work, like the quality of life kind of a thing. While you're
172,000? Did I read that wrong?
Without a degree.
I think that's got to be inflated because that sounds like too.
and also it probably depends on the location.
I think
Yeah.
it's location.
Tractor trailer drivers earn 162. Long haul drivers earn 172.
I think that's skewed.
So that's probably like the semi drivers.
Part-time workers' wage to at least 21 an hour and in mandatory overtime. So that's part-time, like the part-timers that work probably holidays are making at least 21 and no mandatory, while full-time workers will average $49 an hour. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
Jake. That gives
I
you
might have
competition.
to start delivering mail.
Hold on. Will you go back up?
At least I don't have to like.
The tentative
same
agreement
people every day.
covers all UPS delivery drivers in the U.S. They are in the middle of a ratification vote that ends August 22nd, so it's already over.
It's been done, yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure they got what they wanted, and
I think they came to an agreement, like
They're
like
making- yeah.
a middle ground kind of agreement.
Yeah.
Because that was going to hurt us at work. Like we were like, well, shoot, what are we going to do if
how we gonna get our parts
stops?
and whatnot.
Yeah, if UPS just stops picking up, shoot, that's
FedEx.
that's who we go with. Yeah, but FedEx sucks
Yeah, that's not.
for us at least. At least
I mean,
personally.
I don't.
Out where we're at in Sullivan, it's not ideal. It doesn't work. Because
No,
Sullivan,
we
for
did-
whatever reason, Sullivan's considered rural, even though we're right off 44.
I could see that.
But
Yeah.
it's odd because it's we're just off an exit off 44. It's weird.
Yeah,
that
but
we're-
like it's not a.
Like a huge city.
it's
yeah.
not. But it's a
I'm sure it's the number of people that make it
probably probably so. But yeah, UPS has been awesome. Where FedEx is kind of iffy for us at least. I don't know if it's different
Yeah.
for other people, but
I don't know who. I think we use UPS as well, because every now and then I'll see the
US?
truck driving.
Oh, UPS, yeah.
But our problem is just people actually ordering the stuff that we need. Because I'm not going to go into the details, but essentially somebody's losing a job and somebody's gaining a job, and somebody doesn't care.
Yeah, don't
So-
get yourself in trouble.
yeah, you're
I'm not going to get nobody in trouble because everybody knows it.
Yeah.
Everybody complains about it because we never have everything we need. So
So it's
putting band-aids on everything, trying to run $1 million company, multi-million-dollar company.
yeah, stuff like that. Just ordering product so that's there properly on time is a very simple task, but it is a very important task.
Very important.
I mean,
If we don't
Every-
have the things that run, how the
Yeah.
hell are we going to run?
yeah, your SOL business doesn't move.
that's
And-
we have problems with that at ours, but it's because of COVID really screwed up a lot of stuff, and we're still feeling it. Like we get materials that we need for parts that we make, and there's some lead times we get on material that is 48 weeks, 70 weeks,
Yeah.
and we've gotten one that was a quote. It was 96 weeks or something like that, just to get from time we ordered it It would be almost 2 years.
But so yours is
Like
2 years to get
it's some
that.
of this.
yours is scarcity though, right?
It is because we got backed up during COVID, and
Yeah.
you're just playing catch up, and there's only so many people that make this stuff, and it just takes time, and it's kind of tough at points. Like,
But in Jake's instance, it's somebody not doing their job.
yeah,
On your end,
I mean, there is still setbacks as well, but there's common things like even gloves.
the person that's supposed to be ordering the gloves,
Like-
they're not ordering the gloves.
Yeah, they're not. They're
That's
not
pretty-
essentially
Yeah,
like,
that's a problem.
hey, you need this PPE, but somebody's not doing their job, so you got to use the same gloves for 2 days. And at that point, you got cuts all through the gloves, and they're just sweaty and gross, and
Yeah,
and not
it's
much-
important
not
pieces.
much protective at that point.
yeah.
It's not.
I mean,
It's not really. Even I see the same stuff in my gym. It drives me insane. Like when I had a worker there, she just quit the other day, but went on to bigger and better things. But we have wet wipe or disinfectant wipes at the gym. I always need backups because everybody's wiping down the machine all the time.
Yeah.
She forgot to order them. Well, the machine, like our wipe machine ran out, and then it's like, what now? Because it takes like 2 weeks to come in. So I had to start going and buy them from Walmart,
Yeah,
and they're triple the price. And it's just like, this cost me a ton of money. I
yeah.
have to do this. And it's a big inconvenience because it used to get delivered to the door at the best price. It took no time at all. You just get online, order it, boom.
now you got the frustration. You have to go out of your way, drive there physically, go.
And I'm
get
paying
it.
triple the price.
Yeah,
It's costing me a ton of extra money.
Yeah.
And it's like, and I don't use those wipes. We have our stuff is set up for these other wipes. So it's like, it's just
doesn't
a
fit
huge-
whatever you're using it for.
Yeah.
Like the
the other
container.
ones fit in there perfect.
Yeah,
They're
it fits
built
in there
for it.
and it pulls out the center.
Yeah, and it's just like it's a
You're
yeah.
using some Cottonelle
Something
flushable wipe
else.
or something like
I
that.
mean, it works. It worked. We made it work, but it's just
Lysol wipes,
it just
Yeah.
it's a pain in the butt.
Yeah,
which
It's a pain in the butt. Stuff like that makes just things in life flow better. It doesn't shut the gym
Say-
down,
but
but
it's.
if I didn't have wipes in there, I bet I would lose members.
Oh, I'm sure you would.
Because people are like, "Oh, this is gross."
yeah.
I mean, I think it's the. I mean, I'm not the gym expert, but it's the minority of people who don't wipe their stuff down. I would say. I mean, most people are going as soon as they use the machine, they're going to wipe it down.
Yeah.
That's the first thing they're going to look for.
Yeah.
I would like to think.
I mean,
Jake's the 1% that doesn't wipe stuff.
yeah.
Like, they can
Big-
deal with it. It's not
I
my
will
problem.
wipe it down. I will
That's
wipe
the
it
next
down if
guy's
I see
problem.
somebody waiting on, like, oh, I need that bench. I'll be like, okay, well, I'll wipe it down for you. I'll even ask them, like, hey, you need me to wipe that down? They're like, oh, it's not that dirty. I'm like, cool. And then I'll just go do my next exercise.
So if
you're-
you go ahead.
If you're not sweating and you just use it,
yeah,
real
like if
quick
I'm
and you-
first starting, then it's not a big deal.
No,
But
it's
if
not a big
if I'm drenched, then yeah, I'll wipe it down
Yeah.
because I'll sit down and be like, oh, there's a bunch of ass sweat there. I better go ahead and just.
It doesn't take you that long to get drenched.
I'm sweating right now. So that's bad. I'm sweating picking up this beer bottle. I'm like, oh, God.
I did have a couple of questions that kind of remind me of some questions I wanted to ask you guys.
Uh-oh.
And it's like we can kind of go through a couple of these things of like different options, but I kind of want to know like what's the longest like okay, no.
Where's this going?
No. Well, okay, we can start off with that one.
So where's this going?
What's the longest you've gone without showering?
Oh,
Like
Oh.
have you gone a long period of time, like
Yeah.
days
Yeah.
without showering?
But I have a reason for it.
yeah.
I would say
Do you have a reason for it, Jake?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say probably 4 or 5 days.
4 or 5 days.
But I'm thinking back to whenever I was in scouts.
Camping, probably?
Yeah, we had a week long camp, and
Yep.
like the showers there are sucky. It was like just a big like room, basically like what you see in in the army or something. It's just shower heads, no dividers, no nothing. You're just naked in a room next to people.
Yeah, that don't bother
So you don't want to go.
That don't bother me either.
But
as long as I
it's-
have like some type of shoes to wear in there.
I mean, it bothered me whenever I was 12.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess
or
you're right.
13.
I guess
12 or
you're right.
13.
Because that's
Yeah.
about how far along. Maybe it was
Same.
14, 15. But either way, it was like, we were there for a week. And then it was like, okay, we go for several days. I think I may
Yeah.
have done the shower
You
once.
swimming throughout the day?
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
that helps.
Yeah.
Oh, but it's in a lake, and it's not great.
Yeah, you're still getting
But
water on the
eventually
body.
You're still you're getting water on the body.
Wash some
which-
pits.
That's what I'm saying. Like I've been camping for, I think the longest time I went camping was like 9 days, and there wasn't a shower. So like, you would get in the river, maybe with a bar of soap, but I don't consider that actually showering because you're sitting in a river.
Yeah.
I got
soap.
I don't have running water, but I have flowing water. But I have a
Yeah.
bar of ivory. You know, like
Yeah, it's still dirty water. but-
wipe my armpits or something. You know, so I don't stink.
Outside of that, though, I would think maybe 2 days, maybe.
Yeah, normally it's
Because
Well-
if it's a weekend, I have nothing going on.
Yeah,
I might
weekends.
shower. I might shower Friday like Friday morning before work. I would shower before work, and then maybe I don't want to Saturday, and then if I'm that lazy, maybe not Sunday.
Whoa.
So
Yeah,
that's
no,
a possibility.
I honestly do that pretty often.
I don't
Really?
do it that often. I'd say most of the time, if I'm going to leave the house, I'm going to shower.
Yeah, no. If I have something going on, like I know we're gonna go do
I
something,
see.
I'll shower.
But if it's
But if I'm at the house all weekend long, I'll shower Friday night when I get off work, and then I won't shower until I get off work Monday.
But you guys also aren't.
wait,
leaving.
wait. You said not until you get off work Monday?
Yeah,
That's gross. you're just
Why should I
around.
care?
You're just around people all day Monday.
yeah.
That's gross.
I'll
I'm
throw.
assuming you
I'll
put
throw
fresh deodorant
Yeah,
on.
I'll throw deodorant on before I get in. I throw deodorant on every day before I get in there. Because if I don't, I sweat so bad at work that I smell
I would hope
like a
you'd-
freaking onion patch.
You're
I
30.
mean,
I would hope you'd put deodorant on every day. Isn't that what
not
you
if I'm at the house by myself. I don't.
Oh, I thought you meant like going to work. You're like,
Oh, at
oh, I
work
put
I do.
deodorant on. I'm good.
Yeah,
Okay.
at work I do every day.
Okay.
But
So even if you're just hanging out, you don't put on deodorant?
at the house, no.
I will. I don't know why I'm like that. I have two deodorants.
Unless I can smell myself.
Mhm.
Like if I can clearly smell my own BO, then I will. But
Yeah, if I wake up on a Saturday, it's like, oh, we're rolling out of bed. I don't know, 9, 10. We
Yeah.
sleep in a little bit. Go down. It's like, all right, we'll make some breakfast and stuff, and then we just kind of get going. And then, I might forget to put on deodorant or something like that.
Like, but you're just hanging out at the house.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
just at the house.
yeah,
if I
most
leave the
of the time.
house, there's no way I'm not showering and doing all that.
yeah,
There's no way.
shower.
I'm not gonna go see
Deodorant.
somebody I know without doing all
Sure. I could.
And I know if it's going to be a sweaty event, you got to put some powder on because,
Well, Jake's a big boy.
that. Okay.
yeah,
He gets the swamp going on
Yeah.
down there.
yeah, I'll be fighting Shrek in my britches. So
I get it, Jake.
telling you.
That's fair, man. You can.
yeah, I know.
It's what you gotta do. You gotta do that.
Gold Bond. I should have stock in that stuff because
I didn't know if there was ever like any time you ever did like just like the hobo shower where you just didn't have time, so you just like wet your hand down, wash your
no,
pits.
if I know I'm going to go somewhere, then I definitely take an actual shower. But
Yeah.
if it's just the weekend, I could give a shit less. If I'm by myself, I could care less.
I've never gone like I mean, obviously when I was younger as a kid, yeah, but as like an adult, I don't know when that started in my life, but since high school, I've probably never gone a Saturday and Sunday without showering. Like I've never gone a whole weekend.
Oh,
I would say I definitely don't that often, but it's for sure happened.
Now a Sunday, I'll get up on a Sunday. Like I showered Saturday night, or maybe I didn't do much on Saturday. Showered Saturday night. Sunday, I just get up and shower, but I still put on deodorant.
Yeah. See, like,
yeah.
You guys not putting on deodorant? That's
Well, like
'cause I never know when I'm going to sweat throughout the day.
sometimes, like
Even if I'm laying around, you never know. I might get up and go
Say-
outside and play with my dog.
say if I shower before I go out and do something on Saturday. I sometimes like I know if I got rowdy and like I was out dancing, having a good time, I'll shower Sunday morning, and then that's kind of just like a refreshing, like okay, everything's good, clean the house, do laundry, do dishes, all that.
No deodorant?
Why would I do deodorant? I'm in my house by myself.
What if you work up a sweat?
then you sweat.
Then if I go, oh man, I need deodorant, I got spray deodorant because
See, I don't feel like spray deodorant works at all.
it actually works fairly good. I got that antiperspirant
Spray
spray.
antiperspirant. It works. That will. Huh?
It works.
Does
good
it
for me.
really?
Yeah.
I have some of that too, but
I
I
use
don't
stick
ever
at
think
work.
it works.
I don't.
I
Like it.
use stick at
I don't like
work.
the fact that other people can smell it on me.
And I don't like that either. I feel like I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it. Feels like a middle school locker room.
Pits,
Kinda-
pits, and I'll throw a line down the chest, so that way
Dude,
everybody can maybe like, okay, he
So
actually smells
that-
pretty good.
That's how I put on my normal deodorant.
You stick your chest.
Yes.
I do
not.
too.
I do not.
Why not?
I learned
I'm at work, just pits, boom,
Nope.
done.
pit, middle, pit.
Yeah.
I
If
learned
it, not in the wintertime. I just do it in the summertime.
that. Oh, I do it all,
Antiperspirant.
every day.
I know I sweat so
Really?
bad, and I don't want to.
Did you do it for a reason? Like, were you stinking, or is it something your dad taught you? Or
No, it's something Brandon Glenn taught me actually.
something? Well,
Yeah,
Brandon,
but Brandon Glid's also got a freaking fur sweater he wears all year round.
Nope, I picked it up from him. He started doing it, and it just became a habit.
I didn't start doing it until I got older. I put on a little extra weight, and I
Shout
started
out
getting a
Brandon
hairy
Glenn.
chest, and my pits were good, but I could smell myself. Like after work, I was in the gym and I could smell myself. I'm like, oh God, what is that? And then it was, come to find out, it was like my chest just sweating and starting to stink from like just the sweat from all, because I'd be in a body shop. I'd have a paint suit on,
Yeah.
drenched in sweat. So it's like, yeah,
Yeah.
you just need to use it.
And say at work it's just pits. Good old
Just
fight.
kids.
Done.
Yeah, I
Because
don't-
we all stink, and you got the smell of steel being welded around you all the time. So it's like,
Well, you can smell it yourself. When you can smell
if
yourself,
I can smell myself,
that's,
then it
that's
gets
a
bad.
problem.
that's the worst.
That's when I feel the worst because I'm like, man, I can smell myself, so I know other people could.
Yeah, if you're noticing it, they're noticing it for
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
100%.
Well,
It's not even that I work side by side with somebody. It's just like I said, we're in a factory where there's constant steel dust, and
Yeah.
I mean,
a lot of
it
smells.
stinks in there all the time.
A lot of smelly smells.
Yeah.
That's
I can come home.
Smelly.
I can come home from work and literally like go like this, and I can smell work in my beard because it just permeates in everything. I mean, it's on your
Yeah,
skin.
places
it's in
do
your
have
clothes.
smells.
Yeah.
It's
That's how a body shop used to be too.
you just smell it everywhere.
Yeah, it's funny. Like when I walk into a body shop, I'm like, yes, I remember.
Yeah,
that.
I know that.
I smell that paint thinner.
Yeah. No, it was like Bondo. It was a Bondo. you could
Bondo.
smell. Yeah. The
Yeah, 'cause
body
that's
color.
what's being sanded in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just has like this and it has just a strong smell to it. Very strong smell to
Yeah,
it.
it definitely soaks into the place. I remember whenever I used to clean up Seago.
Yeah.
That was my first job, was cleaning up that shop. So you'd always walk in whenever it was totally ruined
And you're like,
and just clean it. Yeah, it's got a smell.
smells funny.
Definitely does.
Smell real funny.
Okay. So fair enough. Fair enough. You guys are pretty normal on that stuff. I was thinking, how many times can you guys reuse a towel though? Like, what's your guys' limit on your towel?
It depends on what my wife says, because she's the one that's gonna change it.
Your wife changed your towel out for you?
Yeah, I'll let it go far longer than she will.
Yeah, I'll do a week at a time.
A week.
Oh, I'll go longer than that if I had to.
Oh, I have. I've literally forgot to do my laundry.
Oh yeah.
And then I've been like, well, guess next Saturday when I do laundry, I'm gonna go ahead and then I'll smell it on like that second Thursday, and I'm like, this thing just smells wet. Like,
Yeah, it
like
does.
almost like mildew kind of smell. You're like, I'm drying myself off with this. That's gross.
I get with that way a little bit, because like if you can smell the towel, then I start thinking, like, do I smell like the towel?
Do I smell like that? Something
And you probably do.
Yeah.
You probably do. Probably not like bad, but you probably do smell like it.
Yeah.
Well, then you just put an extra spray on. Good.
That's why he doesn't spray.
It doesn't work like that, Jake. You just smell like both now.
Old Spice and mildew. That's what you smell like.
Oh yeah. I ain't scared.
Did you guys like grow up like that though?
No, like, I mean,
When you were
well,
growing up,
Yeah.
you grew up like that,
I
Jake,
use the same towel all week long.
for like a week.
so
Yep.
yeah, my mom always did laundry, so it was probably weekly, I would say, when it would get changed. If I was by myself, I would just go until about that time where you could notice it,
Yeah.
and it'd be like, okay, I need to change that out. And now it's, I don't know, 4 or 5 days.
Yeah,
Probably.
I feel like 4 or 5 days.
It's
I would
probably in
probably
that.
say is. I would say like it depends on probably where you're at in your life.
For me, it's usually Sunday to Sunday.
No, not for me.
That's probably. I mean, that's still within the realm, though.
I'm half week. I'm a half week guy. I have like let it go that long, but I start to catch myself because I'm like, is this thing getting pretty dirty? Yeah, I know you're clean getting out of
Yeah,
the
so
shower,
really, you're wiping water off of you.
but a lot of days when I
Yeah,
shower,
but it's water that sits there wet for hours.
yeah,
It doesn't dry immediately, so it's just this wet.
that's how
damp
mold's
thing.
formed.
Yeah, so it's growing bacteria just
That's
sitting
fine.
there wet. You guys ever watch New Girl?
That's why I never got a vaccine because I just got a dirty towel all the time.
Yeah, New Girl's got a funny
COVID.
scene about that, about the shower. He's like, "Why would I ever wash my towel?" He's like, "Never washed his towel."
That's
He's like, "Why would I wash it? I'm clean when I get out of the shower." And he's
Yeah.
like, "Never washed it for like
It's like
ever."
crusty. Sweet.
well, I do mine like every 3 days, 4 days, and it's not exact. It's just kind of like 3-4 days. I'm
When you
like,
notice it,
I'm like, yeah, it's time to.
it's been a few days. I
Yeah.
better change that.
Yeah.
If I clean my ears out with the end of the towel or something, I'm like, I need to throw this one out.
What?
It's time to get a new one.
Clean your ears with the end of the towel.
Yeah, like you never do that.
You don't
Only
use it? I use a Q-tip.
That's only. You're not even supposed to use a Q-tip. I do use a
There's
Q-tip.
no way I'm ever giving that up.
I do use a Q-tip,
I'd
but
rather not hear than. Stop using
Yeah.
that.
But I don't use a Q-tip every day. Like there's some days I just use the end of a towel to try to clean my ears out.
I use a Q-tip every single morning.
I quit doing that.
Use them like once a week.
Dude,
Yeah.
That's why
every
I'm deaf
day.
all the
It's not
time.
every
If I
day.
shower, I'm using a Q-tip, no matter what.
Dang.
Dang.
I hate the
Boy's
feeling.
got
of,
some clean ears.
no, there's a lot of wax probably pushed in there now.
Yeah,
but,
it's just rammed in there.
But
Do one of them candles that comes out. It's even longer than when it started.
yeah, you remember
So much
you remember
wax on it.
you remember the scene from Shrek where he pulls
Yeah.
out the wax? Yeah, it's
That's
probably like
probably
that.
what it's like. Have
Yeah, just light it down.
you guys ever had your ears professionally cleaned by a
No,
doctor?
I probably
No.
should, as long as I've been doing what I've been doing.
It's actually like it's a crate because I can't remember why, but I got water I think in my ear. I think it got stuck in there. I think is why, but it happened twice.
Like swimmer's ear.
It wasn't swimmer. Yeah, it probably was.
Swimmer's ear is just where it gets down in that pocket and then it irritates it. And,
Yeah, like mine was like I always felt like I had like a little bit of water in there,
It's the worst.
yeah.
and so yeah, I had to like clean them out, and they had to like they use water to get it out. They use warm water and flush more water in, but then they also like look in there and they can use like tweezers. And I remember like they pulled out like it was like a skin layer that was like over my eardrum, and they pulled it out.
Oh,
Dude, and I swear I could hear so much better after both times. I could hear so much better after it.
I'm probably need to get that done.
I've never had that, so I'm sure it's pretty bad in there.
Like someone like to actually get in there with like a light and a little like a little magnifying glass or like a little scope and just scrape all the dirt
See,
out.
I'll
and
get
see
stuck in
inside.
those vortexes on like Reels or whatever because I don't have TikTok, but I watch Facebook Reels a lot.
yeah.
So you get kind of stuck in those vortexes where it's like either people cleaning their ears or pimple popping or something like that.
Yeah.
Like that whole realm.
I can't do that.
Pulling
stuff,
out,
dude.
pulling out ingrown hairs that are like freaking
Yeah.
a foot
Mm.
long.
Have you seen the
no,
ones where they're
dude.
like clean, like their toenails are like screwed up and they go? Oh, those are so
ingrown
gross.
toenails and they're like cutting them out and then like ripping them out of the skin and
It's
whatnot.
so-
You guys watch that crap?
yeah.
I can't stop. It's so gross, and I don't even like watching it. But I'm
like-
just sitting there watching it.
It's like watching a car wreck. Like you know this is gonna end horribly, but I gotta watch it.
Right.
I don't have that. I
You just
don't
skip
have
it?
yeah. Like I watched a really good movie last night. That was a pretty good movie. It's called Nowhere. Have you guys heard of that?
Nope.
Nope.
It's on Netflix right now. It's like number 2.
I
the
thought it was
top 10.
nowhere.
And
Skip over that.
and there's a scene where she cuts her leg open like really bad, and she has to like she's stuck out in a shipping crate in the middle of the ocean. So she's by herself. Well, she had a kid while she's. I mean, it's just freaking whole
Okay.
story.
Yeah.
But she cuts her leg open.
Spoilers.
Yeah, and she has to like open up. There's TVs, and she has to take like these electronics out of the TV and make like things to sew her leg back up.
Sutures.
Whatever
Stitches,
Like
whatever
a
you're
little-
gonna
yeah,
call
like
it?
a stitch basically, and she has to stitch her leg. But it's like they made it like this super deep, nasty gash, and she has to like sew it back up with the electronics from the computer. I skipped through the whole scene.
She probably should have done what I did. Just
So
throw,
you
just throw a band-aid on it because you know I got hit in the head with a steel tube and I said, throw a band-aid on it. We're gonna be good.
So you don't?
stitches.
Do you not like blood, or do you just not like any of that stuff?
Well, that was like they wanted to make it like very
Gruesome.
gruesome in
Yeah.
that scene, and I'm like, I just don't want to watch it because right before that, like, the whole story. We're gonna get a little sidetracked from it, but the whole story is like they're like in this country that like you can't. I guess they didn't really explain it, but because it's like a Japanese movie, so it's English dubbed.
Ariel was going. Mm-mm.
Wrong country.
It was a Japanese, it was Hispanic.
Oh, it was Hispanic.
Oh, Hispanic. Yeah,
It was
one of them
dubbed.
things. It was
It was dubbed. I didn't listen to it in the
Okay,
language.
okay.
It was just dubbed, and basically like they're killing the women and all the kids. And she was a pregnant woman, so they're like trying to sneak. They have like this service they can sneak them out, like in the back of a shipping crate. And she ended up hiding above like a box, and then like they found the shipping crate with all the women in it and kids, and they killed everyone in it. But she was hiding up above it, so she was able to live. They got on a boat. The boat ended up in a storm. The shipping crate fell in the water, so now she's by herself, pregnant in the water. And right before she cuts her leg, she's pregnant, and of course, here comes the baby. Her water breaks, and you have to watch her give birth in this shipping crate that's half sunk in the ocean.
What? This on Netflix?
It's on Netflix, dude. It's on Netflix.
That's
yeah.
pretty graphic.
She's butt naked, just pooping out a baby.
That's not how that works.
Yeah, you don't
That's
poop
not how
out a
it-
baby.
That's not how that works, right?
I thought they pooped it
The
out.
anatomy's a little different, but yeah, it's, pooping out a
But
baby.
yeah, you
Okay,
watch
got it.
this baby, like you watch her give birth to this baby in the water, and then she like like gets it back alive, and then she has the what's the the sac placenta.
The-
Epidemic. Fucking, there's an epidemic coming out with this baby pooping it out.
you
She
should do an
saves-
audiobook of how to, like for new mothers, what to expect. Yeah, and then there's going to be a sack.
She saves the placenta. She puts the placenta in like this little food container,
Yeah.
and then ends up eating the placenta later because she has no food out there. So she ends up eating the placenta, and then she ends up and then like so it's like all this like very like graphical like just I don't know. You go into detail on all of it, and it's just like I'm sick and tired of watching
You
it.
were just done watching that
Yeah,
stuff? Yeah.
because she just gave birth, and now she's eating the placenta, and now she cut her leg open, and she's stitching it back together.
Like you should be able to just sit in the container. Like instead of like getting hurt the whole time or like having something going on, just like, yeah, why don't you just sit there?
Yeah, well, it was slowly sinking,
Oh,
I was wondering about that. I was like, those things aren't
It was-
watertight.
and it was like such crap because there was bullet holes inside because they just stood outside and shot with like a machine gun through it and killed everybody, and then just dragged all the dead bodies out. And she found tape, like masking tape, and stuck it over the holes to keep it from sinking. I was-
pooped out a baby.
And then Jake's hung up on pooped out a baby.
That's just funny.
That was very funny.
Yeah, it was just easier than describing.
Yeah, I don't know. My wife's the same way. She doesn't like if it's gory and stuff like that. She kind of starts to want to look away. Whereas I don't care. Like
love
that's
it.
fine. I don't. It's not like I seek it out or
The
nothing.
old
But
Hostel movies.
there's like those are interesting. Like Saw, like stuff like that. Like it's interesting. I don't really love it, but like those weird
Pimple stuff?
the what
Like pimple popper?
something about it. I don't know
It's
what
just
it is.
Gross,
It's
dude.
gross, but I can't look away. I don't know what the thing that draws me to it. And I just get stuck in a vortex of it. It's just like, okay, I'll watch that. It's like, all right, that's done. And then I skip and algorithm says, you want to watch another one? It's like, yeah, I guess I do.
Yeah.
And then I just keep going.
Yeah.
You guys
I
are
agree
weird
with
for that.
Well-
You guys are weird for that. I think a lot of people would agree with you guys, but I think you guys, if anyone that's listening, if they do that, you're weird for that too.
So, I broke the seal. Is it cool if we take another pee break?
Yeah, we can take a pee break, but I do have some more questions that are along those lines.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. I like questions. Let's take another shot.
Yeah,
I mean, sure. I guess.
Glass Azul.
you want to try some Class Azul?
Yeah, we can.
I think this one's empty.
You got to explain the whole dinging thing.
Okay, well,
'Cause he ain't never seen it.
but
I've
know.
seen it.
Yeah, we've talked about it.
There's this one guy. I get a lot of cooking videos on my feed. So I end up watching. There's this one
Cooking
guy.
videos.
I love. That's probably it's cooking videos.
Do you enjoy cooking?
Yeah, sometimes if I'm
It's
in the mood
dude,
for it.
it's in your blood. I feel like.
If I'm in the mood for it, I'd like it. But for the, it just depends.
Yeah.
But I like watching it more than I like doing it. But
I do like watching cooking videos, but I'm like, I'm not going to sit here and.
I don't really have a good thing.
don't you just like tap it and it like hits against the glass? Like if you hit it all the way down,
Well,
or
no,
is that gonna like mess it up?
you can't really. It does. It's not swivelable.
Oh, I thought it was like built to do that.
No,
Oh, okay.
no. It. People.
'Cause
Act,
the guy I watch, he just like slaps
shark.
it. He like slaps it and
yeah. But you got to have something to smack it with.
yeah,
It's not like. Yeah, it's not like
a
a
ring on it.
like a bike bell or something. Yeah, that'd probably work well if you had a ring. You could
Yeah.
tap it. I'm going to use your shot glass real quick, John. So just pour my shot.
Look at that ring.
Yeah, that's big money right there.
Big money.
Did you say something, Ariel?
Big money, cash money. Ninja.
Cash money millionaires.
Ariel, would you like a shot?
That
Yes,
was
please.
no hesitation. This is the expensive stuff, right?
Yeah, yeah. Actually, but the silver is actually cheaper than the gold. Will you pour that in there?
Yeah.
Sorry. Do you know, John? Do you know, or either of you guys? Do you guys know why gold tequila is gold?
It's aged, right? Isn't that
In oak
it's aged in a
barrels.
barrel, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's aged in oak barrels.
That's all. It's literally silver tequila aged in a barrel.
Is it
That's it.
is it in a barrel or is it in like a specific kind of alcohol, like a whiskey barrel or something like that?
No, it's just it's silver tequila that soaks in a wood barrel, and the wood in the barrel, like kind of like just like whiskey, how it changes the flavor of it.
Mhm.
Same thing, but it like
Oak barrel.
the oak is like soaking into the tequila, changing it.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's really not
10
a
to
big
12
difference.
months in oak barrels. That oak just adds like a different flavor to it, though.
Yeah, but I don't like it. I think I like silver because it's a cleaner.
Yeah.
I think it's like a cleaner feeling, a cleaner
Doesn't
taste.
leave that aftertaste and
Have you had a smoky tequila?
no.
It's good if you're expecting it, but if you're not expecting it, it's kind of like, oh, what is this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you got to know, you got to be expecting it. I got some one time, and I was like, "What's this stuff up there?" And like, I don't know, it's something new we just got. I'm like, "Can I try it out?" And they let me have it. I'm like, something off about this. And then I was like, "Oh, it's supposed to taste like this," but I thought it was just like in a smoky bar or something. It
It
just
tastes like burnt wood. What the hell is going on?
That's exactly what it was like. All right, cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thanks for coming on
Yeah,
podcast.
thanks for having us.
Woo. Went down the wrong pipe on that one.
Yeah, that's definitely better. You can definitely tell. You can tell that's.
Yeah, you don't get that burn.
It does have a little bit of like just a mouth burn, but it's not anything else.
Yeah.
I accidentally swallowed down the wrong pipe.
Tequila drinker over here.
Yeah, I know.
Struggling with it.
I know. Roast me for it. All right, so we were on the.
You can just poop.
He's
it
like,
out
roast
later.
me for it. Here, I'm gonna roast you. Here.
Out later.
So you guys are 1 week on a towel. That's you guys say 1 week safe. I feel like 1 week's pushing it.
I would say 1 week's max.
7 days week is pushing it. 5 days, that's where my max is at.
I don't think we ever get there, and it's my wife that's changing it
Mm-hmm.
because I would probably let it go a little bit longer than that.
What a
I
saint!
live alone, so
Yeah, what a saint you got.
yeah. I just go, smells fine.
Yeah, it's like the smell test you do with clothes and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Like,
Yeah, I'd be like, I didn't wash it the last time I wore it. And I'm like, oh, it smells fine. So I throw it on.
A good thing that I started doing, like making me stay accountable for shaving and swapping out my towel, was I try to use my dirty towel to put down on my sink, and then I shave.
oh, you shave into the towel.
Yeah, because I don't want to shave into the sink. It's kind of gross.
Oh,
So then, like all my shavings, I push up and I throw into the trash can, and then I fold the towel up and throw it in the laundry
I
basket.
if I ever trim or shave or
the sink
anything,
clean.
if I ever trim or shave or anything, I make sure I don't run water first, and I put a stopper in there. So I got a dry sink, and then I'll just scoop it out and throw it in the.
that's exactly what I do. I just pull the thing on the sink to make it pull the stopper, and then I'll just pick up all the hairs, and then I'll
Yep.
make sure I wipe down all the counters.
Yeah,
So
I
don't
just
know.
did it. I
If
think
it's-
mine saves me a little time.
If it's like
It probably
real
does
short,
save you time.
real short shit, then I'll
I'm
shave it
OCD
and then
too.
run it down the drain.
So like I want to get every hair off my sink. So even after I put the towel down and shave, I still want to clean my sink.
Oh, okay.
Like even though it's clean, it's not that bad. I still see like 2 or 3 hairs. I'm like, I gotta get this.
See, I have to do it different. Like if I just want to like trim up a little bit and just want to maintain a little bit, I just see a couple things. Like I've done it in the past and I got yelled at for it. Was like I just like trimmed up a little bit and there was a little bit of hair and I was like, oh, that's fine, and I just wiped it off. That was not
the
that's
floor?
not- yeah, that's not okay. Apparently,
Yeah.
apparently that's not the move.
yeah.
Not if it's a big wad of it.
It wasn't a lot. It was just a little bit, and I was just like, it's only it's fine.
Say
And
very-
I just pushed it over, and I learned.
Very rarely do I clean shave, but anytime I did, I would just hit it with a trimmer, and then I'd get in the shower while I'm showering, and I'd just shave while I'm showering.
But you just like shave the big chunk on your.
Yeah, like if I was to trim this all the way down, I would just trim it into my sink, pick it all up, throw it away, and then get in the shower and actually shave down to the skin.
Oh, you actually? I couldn't tell the last time I used a straight like a razor.
I do them more on my head than I do.
21 was the last time I shaved my face.
I haven't done a razor.
I
in
do it
forever.
like every
21, will you do something for me?
year. I usually do like a mustache
I
or
will.
something and make it goofy looking because I grow my shit so fast.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
You've done a lot of different hairstyles.
Yeah, done
a ton of different
full
beard and
handlebar, just a regular stash. I've done just mutton chops. I mean, I had a goatee like
You
down
do
to
it just
here.
because you want to try it, though, right?
I just
see
do
what it
it
looks
because,
like.
just
yeah, you don't
Funny.
really, yeah, you don't really care what people think.
Yeah.
You're just like, I just want to try it.
yeah. I almost thought about just shaving the middle here and then having like the old Civil War full thick sides with a clean shaven chin, but I was
I
like,
could never do that. I
Yeah.
could never do
The
it.
only thing I've
I mean, I could probably pull it off if I did it for like a week or two.
I
but
feel like you pull it off every time you do any.
Yeah, it looks-
anything goofy. Yeah.
I don't know. It looks good. It looks good
But
every time
maybe
you do
also-
something.
Maybe also because it's just.
I got a round head, and then everybody just knows me. So
We're
it
just
fits
used
in
to you. Be
perfect.
like, oh, you're trying something new. It's like, yeah,
Yeah,
that looks
let's
all right.
see.
That looks all right.
You got a
doing this now.
You got a mohawk with 3 hairs on your chin. It looks pretty good. All right, cool. I mean, go with it.
Yeah, I've never.
What makes you choose it though, Jake?
I honestly couldn't tell you. Like,
spur of the
I
moment?
kind of want to do my big goatee again, but now this time I'm trying to grow the sides out too. So that way, if I don't like having the sides, I can just trim it and then have my long goatee.
Is it that you don't like what you have, or is it that
I don't know.
you
I just like
enjoy?
variety. I just like
You
variety.
just enjoy doing
You just
different
get-
things.
You just get.
Yeah, I don't
bored
want to be
having
that.
it.
I don't want to be that guy that's got like a full beard down to his gut, and then
That's all you ever have.
that's all you ever have. I like somebody sees me and they haven't seen me in a long time. They're like, "Shit, I didn't hardly recognize you," and it's like, yeah.
If my beard grew
Change it
back
up.
quicker, I would probably shave it. But
Yeah.
the shorter my beard goes, the younger I look. So like when I'm 40, I'll shave it off, and I'll feel like I'll be like 30 again.
Yeah,
Oh,
But until then, I'm
if
not
I
gonna
clean
do
shave, yeah, I look like I'm.
yeah. This definitely
Fresh
adds
out of
some
high
years
school.
to my look for sure.
I will say when I first seen it, I was like, "Damn, John's got a nice."
Well, I've
little
always
beard
had I've
going."
always had a baby face.
Yeah.
So now that I'm actually,
And I know there for a minute you did a goatee because you couldn't get the sides to come in, and then now that you got the sides,
I never
coming in-
actually like formed it into one. It's just that's all I could get.
Yeah,
Because for whatever reason, like you said, this doesn't connect like on the sides of your
Yeah,
mustache.
yours connects better than mine.
Mine, like my goatee is perfect.
yeah.
Everything else is where it's kind of iffy.
Like even your little soul patch connecting down. is
All
thicker.
of this is good.
Mine.
It's
I've got
such
a
a
bare
manly
spot.
thing.
I got a
to
bare
grow
spot. You know.
a
Yeah.
beard. Any type of facial hair. Such a manly thing. I
It-
feel
it
like
really
all
is.
men. It doesn't matter what it is. Like if all you can grow is a mustache, you should grow it out.
Then
Yeah.
you're gonna do it because
You
Regardless.
should do it.
Yeah.
I feel like
I think
you should do it.
if you
It's
can, you should grow facial hair.
yeah. Not that you have to, but like it's
Just
a very
to actually
manly thing
see
to
it,
do.
Just to see it and appreciate what you
It's
can
you.
actually do.
It really is you.
I mean,
Like
yeah,
it's what makes you you.
But we even have friends that shave every 2 days that don't even allow
Yeah.
it to grow. You know,
Yeah. But it also because they don't like it because it's
Like-
very thin.
like look at Tyler. He was on leave because he had a child, and he grew his beard out for the last 2 months, and he had a pretty solid beard.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because I got him on Snapchat.
does he really?
Well, he shaved it off now because
But
he
he,
went back
he
to work.
had one.
Yeah,
I
he
can't
had-
imagine him with one.
He had a pretty, like, it's not like Paul, his dad. Like,
Yeah.
it's not like that real thick, but
Probably will be one day.
I would
no,
think
it will.
would be.
But he had a good, solid beard within
Yeah,
2
'cause
months.
I can't think about. I
I mean,
can't.
I saw, like, he sent a snap just the other day before he shaved it, and I was like, how long you been growing that? He was like, well, I've been out for like 2.5 months. And I'm like, shit, you probably grow a beard quicker than I do.
Mm-hmm.
But he's always been clean shaven with just a mustache because that's what the Army allows, you know?
Yeah, that's a military thing though.
Yeah.
It's if it was up to him, he would.
But he's probably.
Yeah.
You're probably right. Like Paul. I've never seen Paul without a full beard.
Yeah.
His dad.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's
I've
always
never,
had something.
I mean, shit. I've known him since I was obviously like 2 years old, but
I've known him since
every
I was about
single
4 or
memory,
5.
he's never had a big beard. He always has it
It's always clean.
trimmed down, nice and clean.
It is.
But it is a solid beard.
Yeah.
It looks like he's got a shag carpet on his
do you
face.
think he? Do you think he like takes care of it every day? Manscapes it.
Oh, I guarantee you, he
At
probably
least once
probably
a,
trims it.
once a
Probably,
week.
I'd say once every 2 weeks. He probably lets it get a little rowdy, and then he just gets in there with a beard trimmer. But he's got it set on the same scale because it always looks the same. Just done.
Yeah, it's very thick.
Very thick.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got his younger brother Bailey that can't grow 4 hairs on his face, and then Tyler.
I work with Bailey now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Different
he-
shifts, though, right?
Huh? Yeah, he's a different shift, but I do work with Bailey.
yeah. He can't grow facial hair to save his life.
That dude. surprised the hell out of me when he walked in. Like I greeted him as he walked in for this interview. I was like, oh my. I'm looking up at him.
You're like, God damn,
he's
Bailey,
like,
what
I
happened?"
mean, he's 6
He's
foot something. I don't know what.
He's
But
probably 6'2", 6'3", and he's a big old boy.
Yeah, I mean, there's some dudes that can't grow it. Actually, I feel sorry for those dudes.
I couldn't
do
for the
feel
longest time. I couldn't for the longest time, and it's finally getting to the point where it's thickening up, and all of my it's getting there. I think in another,
No, I think it looks pretty solid.
it's getting
be
there.
honest.
It's getting there.
I mean,
it's
Genetically, like, did your dad have a beard?
yeah. He didn't ever grow one. He always had a mustache, and he had that for the longest time.
Was more of a common thing back in the day.
Yeah,
And then it's weird when you see people our age with a mustache, but here in like 10 years when everybody's got a mustache, you're gonna be like, oh,
You know,
he was just
mustache.
doing
There's
his thing.
quite a few people trying to bring the mustache back.
Well, yeah, mustache and
Tyler's-
mullets and all that back,
Yeah.
but
mullet is back.
Tyler just doesn't want to shave every couple of days, so he does what he has to, and then he grows just the mustache he can. Like I said, he grew that beard quicker than hell, and I was like, bro, you're gonna have a gnarly beard when you get out.
Mhm.
I mean-
and most guys out of the military, they grow their hair out, their beard out,
Yeah.
everything because
I bet Tyler probably keeps with the same. He'll probably keep the sides kind of trimmed down. He does like the longer top and then kind of combs it back.
Something similar to what you did for a
What
while.
I did for a hot minute, but
but they're just so like restricted in the military.
yeah.
So like, when they
your
get
whole
out, they're
your
like,
whole
"I
life you're
want
being
to
told exactly what to do. So as soon as you get out, you want to just
see."
do
Try-
what you want to
Yeah,
do.
why not? Yeah, try something else out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
You
it's
know.
a common thing.
And the shitty thing is like obviously when they get out and then life falls apart because they got PTSD and then they're homeless. I mean,
Jesus.
I'm just saying
Every veteran.
Jesus.
I'm not saying it's every veteran, but there's a lot of them.
You're like,
Yeah, well, there's a lot of them that suffer from it. You're right.
But what I don't understand is like while we're taking in random immigrants and giving them a better payment than we give people with Social Security and
Or giving the money away to Ukraine.
yeah, like why give $6 billion to Ukraine when we could put $6 billion into helping veterans or people that
Just
actually
homeless
live here in this
Americans.
country?
Yeah.
Homeless people that have mental health issues that
Now, some
Obviously-
people are
obviously-
homeless because they did themselves.
They're
homeless
some people
because
are,
they wanna be
but there is a lot of people that are homeless because they've had mental health issues and they made bad decisions because they can't logically think like
Yeah.
every other person.
That Five Finger Death Punch song is dedicated to it, ain't it?
which one's
one?
that?
I don't know.
But I feel like a lot of a lot of Five Finger Death
I was
Punches.
hoping you guys had an answer for me. I don't know.
Yeah, Five Finger Death
hold
Punch
on,
has
let me
a lot
think
of
of
good
it. Let me
songs
think
for
of
like
it. Look it up,
veterans
Ariel,
and
It's something
Mental health.
something about
Mental health.
heaven.
oh, if heaven wasn't so far, was it?
Just look up Five Finger Death
Wait, that
Punch.
is not a Five Finger song.
Just look up Five Finger
That's
Death
like
Punch.
Kenny Chesney or something.
No, there's another one.
And
they
enter
got. It's something heaven.
Wrong Side of Heaven.
Yeah.
Oh,
The whole music video is dedicated to the whole
Standing there. Yeah, I kind of know
the whole music video is dedicated to veterans of PTSD that have that are homeless. I think it's just homeless veterans actually, and it talks about like it shows like at the beginning how. So I know Jake's trying to sing the whole song.
No, I'm just trying to think of the words because
No, you're singing
I
the
do
words.
know I do know in a stupid amount of songs. We were talking about that earlier. She was like, "You know words to like every song." I'm like, oh, "Yeah, I mean, I know the whole song, but I can sing damn near every
You are
song."
good
the
with
part
those.
you know, I can
Yeah.
sing it.
Like you
There's
could
the
bring up a
lyrics, Jake.
song from the '70s, and I'd be like, "Oh,
Hey, sis, what's up on the TV?
Yeah, why don't you sing it?
I want to explain this, John.
God
All right,
today."
never mind.
I want to explain.
She
This.
said she's not ashamed.
It's a good song. It is a good song. But the whole music video is like where they went to. They're in like I think it starts out like where they're in war, and
Wait.
then
Did that say God was a woman?
it says something about that. Yeah,
Yeah, I spoke to God today, and she said she's not ashamed.
yeah, it does say that.
Bro, he's saying God's a woman.
But so it starts
Creator
out.
of everything.
You
Kinda
good?
like pooping out a baby.
Are you
We're
good,
off.
Jake?
We're off the rails.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm
Jake's
good.
off
I'm
the
good.
rails.
I'm good. I'm good.
That shot sent him over the top.
I'm good. I'm good.
So yeah, it starts out they're like in war, like all together, like a brotherhood, and then they get out, and then the guy, I think the guy that's singing the song, that's like part of the
Ivan.
main music video,
Yeah.
like they're walking through like New York City and hit like I think it actually shows like some of them like becoming homeless and getting arrested and living there, and then it shows like him like walking down the street and then running into his friend that he used to be a brother with, and that guy's homeless and he's like tries to help him out, and then like the end of it, it's like all like it's like a whole like reel of like dedication to homeless vets
That's
and
awesome.
explains it all and stuff. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really cool.
That's
It's a
awesome.
big reason why like when I heard the song and I watched the music video, I started liking Five Finger Death Punch.
That's the
more.
reason. That's the.
Have you ever
like,
been to one of their concerts?
Mm-mm.
Dude, it's awesome.
That's one of the reasons like you start to like follow people if you can resonate with what they're saying and what they're doing.
They're doing something good.
Yeah.
Like everybody's music. I mean, if somebody's publishing music and like putting it out there, they're probably good. But
Mhm.
the story behind it
Yeah.
is what makes you stick around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like that's a really good reason
Yeah.
to get
See-
behind something.
Whenever we seen them, I mean, it's been years, but we saw them in Kansas City. They have a song about like basically about growing up like today's youth. They brought like 20 kids out of the crowd up on stage, and then he was like, I'm gonna dedicate this to today's youth, and then he sang the song, and like all the kids got to stand up there where the band was playing and all that, and then after that he brought a veteran that was actually handicapped. They wheeled him up there and had him up there, and he sang that song to him, and I was like, this is insane that,
Yeah, that's cool.
you know, most bands don't give a shit about the people.
What,
know?
like I wonder, were they veteran themselves?
See, I don't know
What's
that.
their
but
passion behind
I
it?
feel like he's just
What if they served for a period of time and then
I
Like
see,
if they actually have
that's
friends.
the thing
or
is like when you get like this is a completely different genre, but like Zach Bryan, he was in the Navy, and he literally got so famous they kicked him out of the Navy. They were like, "Hey, you know, you're almost like a part to where it's like classified information. Like we got to get you the hell out of here."
wait, like he got famous
Yeah.
like while he was singing while he was in?
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
in the Navy, and then he started blowing up just on Twitter.
Okay.
And he was with like a regiment that made the bombs and shit. And they were like, "Hey, you got like a week and you're out of here." Well, they drug that on for like months, but basically they were just saying, "You're too well known that we can't have you in the military anymore, and we got to kick you out." And like he thought his whole life was going to be like his mom was in the Navy, his grandpa was in the Navy. I mean, he was all about the Navy. And then they were just like, "Nope, you're too famous. Get out of here." And then he became a, you know, he started in like a couple little show donk, honky tonk bars or whatever, you know.
Sure.
He goes, most people, you know, they start here, then they go a little higher. He goes, I literally started in a couple bars, put some music out. He's like, and I was selling out arenas
Oh,
and
just,
no time
like,
flat.
he skipped all the middle.
Yeah, he skipped all the middle. He's like, he's like, I'm envious of those people that did all the work, you know, start here, start here, start here. Oh, you increased a little bit. Oh, well, then, you know, oh, you got somebody that fucking listened to you and you actually increased a little bit more. He went from nobody to selling out arenas in like 2 years.
It's wild.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. Because
And now-
that's not
I
true.
mean,
No.
I love Zach Bryan.
You
Like,
gotta have something pushing you behind you for
Oh, a
that
lot
many,
of people
that
love
many
Zach
people
Bryan.
to get into that.
so
Yeah,
a
yeah,
lot
yeah.
of people are really just jealous of him, but it's just he put out songs that people can relate to. You know, it's more it's almost like an emotional connection and not just like listening to music.
Yeah.
That's a
like,
big part of it too,
yeah, that's
because
a
a
big
lot
part
of
of music.
that's what music does for you. Is you get a connection to
Yep.
the song. So if you resonate with that, you're gonna want to hear it
Yep.
more. If he's resonating with that many people,
Yeah.
then
And it was just a huge scale in a matter of, you know, within
Yeah.
6 months he went from, you know, a couple views to a million views. That's almost like that Oliver Anthony wrote that song,
Yep.
Richmond, North of Richmond.
I still have not heard that song.
What?
I mean, I've heard it. but
How
I
have you
haven't-
not
I haven't
heard that
listened.
song? It's
I've
on
never listened.
every Facebook reel,
All,
TikTok.
all I
everything.
see is the clip, like it's like an article going to the site where it's gonna
Oh.
play it, and I never click on it. I just see like this guy
See-
blew up, and it's like it sounds cool. It's like he just from like
Yeah.
our neck of the woods kind of guy,
Yeah.
and he just starts singing, and people resonate with it.
Yeah.
I just never listened to it.
Well, the song itself is so deep because he's like
For
bringing
clips,
up
but-
he's bringing up real shit like, you know, welfare shouldn't go to people that are just overweight and don't want to work. It should be going to like,
I mean, he
you know-
literally came home and made a song one day and it got famous off it, right?
yeah, he made a song, and he did it for West Virginia
Like,
radio.
didn't he just come home and smoke pot every night, and he's just
Oh, yeah.
screw it, I'm gonna make a
But-
song.
No, the funny thing was, he was a really bad alcoholic, and he smoked weed every day. And it was literally 30 days before that. He was like, you know what, I'm going to quit all this. I'm going to devote my life to God. And he became, sober, all that.
Right?
Put that song out, and within 3 days of that song being out, it went from just, I got a video the day it came out. It had like 2,200 views, and I'm like, that's a good song,
Oh, you saw it at that point?
Yeah, I literally saw it like an hour after it came out, and I was like, damn, that's a good song. The next day I woke up, I clicked on the same link, and it already had 2 million views. I clicked on it the day after that, it had 17 million views.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it just blew up overnight because somebody went on TikTok and put it, but it's talking about like politicians going for minors and not for minors. So they're looking for kids instead of like helping out the people that are making the country run because they're making the coal and all that. Like,
Yeah, he's
I-
talking
I
about the
do
working
say-
man, right?
yeah, he's talking about how everybody, doesn't matter your skin, race, religion, nothing like that. The rich are just avoiding the real situations in the world.
Sure.
And
So that's going to resonate with a lot of people because,
Yeah.
you
I mean,
most
you
of
on-
the people are in that class.
yeah, you go to like
Most of the
like
world,
on,
yeah.
like on TikTok, when I first seen it on TikTok after I already listened to it, I was like, they show just random black guys that only listen to rap, and they're like, bro, he's talking about some real shit. And then it goes to just a random, obviously like country white guy. Then it goes to a random woman, and it's just all their different reactions, like when he says a certain part in the song, and they're all like, it's insane that he's putting this out there because it's almost like putting a target on his back because he's saying like, these rich people don't care about us. They only care about their shit. They care about money. They care about,
Yeah.
children on an island, Epstein shit,
Mhm.
I'll have to listen to it. I've just put it off. I was like, yeah, it's a big song blowing up. I never
Yeah.
put any thought behind it. I was like, oh, it's a new guy blowing up.
The only bad thing is like now it's getting overplayed. It's kind of like when Tyler Childers first came out. Everybody started slamming Tyler
Big
Childers.
reason
on
why I
everything.
don't listen to a lot of like Zach Bryan and that guys because
Yeah.
it's too overhyped. I'm just like, not for me.
But you also got to just listen. I mean, it
Give it a
might be
try.
it might be overhyped, but if you give it a try and you can resonate with the songs,
Sure.
yeah, you might be on the hype train or whatever. But it I don't know.
There's a reason it got hyped.
Yeah,
I did see Zach Bryan's dating that chick from Barstool Sports. You see that?
I didn't.
That Brie girl? Do you know that chick?
No, I don't know that much from Barstool Sports. I know David Portnoy.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, One Bite.
Yeah.
I watch almost all of One Bite.
Every one bite. Yeah,
Almost all of One Bite I watch. But
everybody
as
knows
far
the
as-
rules.
As far as everything else with Barstool, I really don't pay attention to much.
Yeah, they got a podcast and it's just she's on it. I don't know her last name, but I know that like she somehow started dating him.
Okay.
So it's like a whole thing now. And then now Dave Portnoy and Zach Bryan are like besties apparently.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
David Portnoy.
That's the weird
That guy
thing is
sounds
like
such a. I don't think I'd like him in real life.
I don't think I
I
would.
don't think
either.
I would.
I'd want to punch him in the mouth whenever he talks shit like he does.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a good. I mean, obviously, he's made a fortune out of. Started selling ads in a newspaper, and then all of a sudden, they're worth.
Yeah, the guy sounds like a great
$1
entertainer.
billion.
And he does a good job at what he does, but he sounds like I wouldn't like him.
Too cocky.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, you're
one
right.
of those guys.
He'd come up here and be like, "Oh, you're a piece of shit," and I'd be like, "I'm gonna fucking knock your teeth out."
Well, he sold Barstool Sports years ago.
He sold it and then he bought it back.
Yeah, that's right. Is that
Oh, did he buy it back? Okay.
is that what it is now? And then
Well,
because it
the
went
thing is,
downhill.
He sold it for like
Ariel, will you look that up? See
he
what
like sold it.
for?
He
Yeah.
sold it for like a shit ton of money, and then he bought it back for like nothing.
Like it went downhill. So he brought it up, sold it.
I don't know. I heard the story like he
Well,
sold
good
it for
for him,
a
man.
shit ton of money, and then like bought it back for like
Oh, see what he sold it for.
bought it back for like pennies.
$1.
$1.
$1.
Yeah.
I mean, good for him. Hell yeah. I get so excited every time I see somebody that like works the system and makes it work in their favor. Like hell yeah.
Yeah, he bought it back for like $1, but he sold it for like millions of dollars. $550 million and bought it back for $1.
He gets it back for $1. I'm sure there's some stipulations with that, but dude, that's awesome. That's so
Yeah.
cool. I get so hyped every time I see somebody. I don't even care if I know them, but like seeing
Yeah.
somebody that like had a dream, went for it, sold it. They did good. Like they did their whole dream, and then like this is just icing on the cake that he bought it back. He
For-
got to
For $1.
he got his baby back, the thing that he started for.
I'm sure there was like a whole.
I'm sure there's more to it.
It's probably like he's got the rights to it, but somebody else owns everything.
Just seeing like the success stuff, just I don't know. People start
It's
small
awesome, man.
and they grow. Like that's so cool to me.
Yeah, it is. It is cool. I love that too.
Started with ads in a newspaper
Yeah,
because he was in Las Vegas and there was no gambling. So he started a gambling ad in a newspaper.
which is crazy
And
that
then-
there wasn't gambling. I don't know how long this was.
Uh,
Probably 15 years ago.
It was
That now gambling is so huge,
Huge.
especially in sports.
I wish we
Billions
could
of
gamble
dollars.
online in Missouri. I'd be gambling. all
can't?
the time. No, it's illegal.
it's
But not on
perfectly
sports,
legal.
is it?
Yeah, it's illegal still.
You can't
Yeah.
do DraftKings.
See, there's a stipulation with like DraftKings.
See, like I thought DraftKings was like
You're not supposed to
countrywide
online.
now.
Yeah, you're not supposed to online gamble in Missouri.
I know people that do it,
I know.
but and it's through the site. It's like up and up. It's
Online.
Like that's. I mean, I know people that bet on sports every week, so it seems like it should be.
I do too, but in 2020 they expressed some interest in allowing sports betting online.
It seems like it seems
maybe
like
It says
might-
Missouri does not regulate sports betting. As a result, you won't be able to find any Missouri online sports books or even find any inland-based casinos. Luckily, in 2020, state
So-
lawmakers have expressed some interest in allowing sports betting.
Essentially, you can, but
it seems like it's.
It's
will you
almost
click on
like
that
it's like
drop-down
a-
thing, Ariel, the first one?
is
I
sports-
know people that do too.
It's not legal, but legislation.
that was
proposed.
that was last month.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it looks
not
like
legal, but it proposed.
that's CBS Sports. So it looks like it's like trying to become a thing, but
Yeah.
it's not.
Which
See-
really, I mean, gambling. If you want to work all week long, and you want to gamble all your money on something. Why would the government, if they can get a hand on it?
Yeah, that's your prerogative. If you want to
Yeah.
if you want to risk your money,
I can go down
do your
to
thing.
the Maristar right now, put all the money I worked all week on
Sounds like fun.
on black.
Sounds like a
I wanna
blast.
do it.
put it all on black, and if I lose, guess what? Oh, Lord, I'm gonna eat bologna sandwiches all week.
Yeah, that was the last time I went gambling. Was
Yeah.
the last time I went gambling. I actually made money.
and you won.
Yeah.
I made a couple $100.
We're like, John, put it all on red. Boom. All right, let's get out of here.
Did
Yeah.
you do roulette?
No,
Yeah.
yeah, it was.
I mean, we did.
It was roulette.
but we also did. Me and you did some blackjack.
We did blackjack.
You
I
seen the
came out
blackjack?
ahead on
You
blackjack.
came out ahead. I
came out-
lost damn near every penny I had.
Yeah,
on
I
it.
came out ahead on blackjack, and then I took whatever I had because I put in I don't know, $100, $200, whatever it was.
Yeah,
I started
think-
with that.
I think we all started with 100.
And then I came out ahead a little bit, and then I went straight to the blackjack table, and I put it all on red or black, one of the two, and I doubled it, and I was like, I'm good. You know, that's
Yep.
enough.
Yep.
Because I didn't want to do it over and over, because
I started
your
with
odds are not in your favor. So
No.
I'm taking a gamble.
that.
I
That's
mean, it's
exactly
a
what I
gamble.
did,
It's gambling.
literally.
It's in the name.
I say I started with 100. I won a couple good hands, and I won one of them specialty, whatever, for like an extra $75, and then I got a little rambunctious. I was like $75 a hand. Screw it, let's do it. Lost.
Gone.
Oh, cool.
That's how.
70,
That's how it goes.
$75 a hand. All right, lost. $75 a hand, lost, and I'm like, all right, I'm down to like $25. I'm done.
With gambling, there's a thing I'd like to do. It sounds cool. I forget what the thing is called, but it's where you play roulette and you bet red or black only. And every time you bet, if you lose, you double your bet. If you win, you start back at your set starting point. So let's say you start at $5 a bet, and if you lose, you bet 10. And if you lose, you bet 20. And if you lose, you bet 40 until you win. And then you start back at 5.
Because yeah, then you double.
You double every time
What
you
you
win,
made,
and your
so-
chances of winning on red or black are like, it's not 50-50, it's like 45 because there's green,
Yeah.
there's some others, but like,
It's just green and double green.
yeah,
It's,
exactly.
it's 0 and double 0.
Right.
So
So you can
essentially-
go and like double every time, but the thing that gets sucky, if you lose, because there can be streaks, if you lose like 6, 7, 8 times in a row, that doubling adds up fast.
Sure.
Yeah.
So you can go from, $5 to this is all right. Well, I'm up to 100 now. Okay, we'll double that. Okay, we'll double that. Okay, we'll double that. And you're spending hundreds of dollars, if not thousands of dollars a bet. But the idea sounds cool.
I want to do something like that, but I'm such a fucking penny pusher. In my lifestyle,
Pincher.
I guess pincher.
Yeah, you're pushing pennies.
Yeah, I'm pushing pennies because that's all I want to.
That's all you got to push.
I'm pooping them out. But yeah, no, like I live well below my means, and then it's like, do I really just want to gamble $5,000 in a night? Because like that'd be so fun to just
gambling.
take like $5,000 and be like, I'm either gonna come out way ahead or I'm gonna come out way behind.
Do you play the Powerball?
No,
Okay, so I was gonna.
very rarely. Only if it's like
Big.
It's
if it's
big
like
right now.
if it's like 800 million.
It's a
then
one point. It's 1.4 right now.
Well, then I'm probably gonna buy
Billion.
some tickets.
Billion.
Yeah, I know.
But
I'm probably gonna buy some tickets tomorrow.
And that's the stupid thing. It's like, yeah, we played it. Like, I play at my work pool because like people get in, and I just like on the off chance that it's 1 in 292 million.
Yeah,
I mean, the chances
you got
of that
better.
you have a better chance.
But
Like,
there's
struck
still
by
a
lightning.
chance.
no, 1 in 15,000 is your chance of getting struck by lightning.
Yeah. If I could put me out there with a metal bat, if you were to give me 1.4 billion, I'll be like, hit me, boy.
Yeah, it's 1 in 15,000 to get struck by lightning. It's 1 in 292 million to win the Powerball.
Yeah.
Like the odds are, I mean,
Obviously
just
not.
They're gone. They're nothing.
It's literally 1 in basically every American in the U.S.
We play at work
We got
pool.
300 million in the U.S. and it's 1 in 290 million.
We play at work pool, and it's like if we put in, I don't know, between the pool, everybody puts in $70, $80, whatever it is. We'd be lucky to win any money
That's
back.
a lot of tickets.
Right.
Like your chances of winning are so small.
Wait,
Like,
you just mean 80 between everybody?
yeah, like we put in a
Oh.
pool, and then if
I
we
thought
win-
you meant like
if we win,
80
we
per
split-
person. I'm like,
No,
these
we-
motherfuckers
no,
buying
we
like
have-
500 tickets.
No, we
How are
don't-
they not winning?
because it's
John,
1 in
just keep going.
292
John,
million.
just keep going with your story. Keep
But it's
going.
like every time we have $80 in tickets, and it's like, okay, yeah, we might have won $4. Like you don't
Yeah.
like it's such a long shot. It's a tax on the poor, is what they call it, and it's kind of true because
Yeah.
It
your
is.
chances are just not there.
Roulette,
I'd rather
though.
bet on a
Roulette's different.
game of blackjack.
I would rather play poker. That's one thing I really have never done is actually go in. Like I'm decent at Hold'em. I would like to go to a casino and play Hold'em for a decent
Yeah.
amount of money.
Yeah,
I think
like
that'd be so
$100
fun.
a hand.
I think that'd be so fun. I think
don't
that'd
you
be.
do
I don't know.
Let's do it
I just
sometime.
well, I don't go to the casino that often.
I
I
went.
went.
Let's do it
Yeah,
sometime.
so we need to plan it out and actually go do it. Like,
We
you
went
guys wanna
on.
go on a Friday night or something. I'll take vacation.
Yeah,
We'll go out there and
Why
Yeah,
not just do it on Saturday, Jake?
we could do it on Saturday too. I mean,
yeah, I'm not. It's not a.
casinos are open 7 days
It's
a
like
week.
I'm just
but
trying to take my day off.
I might
a day
be.
off work.
I've got 4 vacation days I got to use.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
I got showers to
roll
not
over.
take on Saturday. I need to take that Friday off.
Yeah, yeah. No, with like 'cause we can only roll a week over a vacation at work, and I still have 10 days. I even put in for next year for Memorial Day,
Mhm.
like our normal Boys' Day vacation,
Mhm.
and I still have 10 days left. So I got to spend 5 days before the end of the year, or before February 1st, or I lose them.
Yeah,
They don't even pay them out, you know.
they don't pay them. Oh,
No, no. If you don't use them, you lose them.
okay.
So
I really just
like,
enjoy. Sorry, Jake. I really just enjoy roulette because it's like, it's just a fun thrill to
It
do
is.
a 50-50 split and then you make it. But then also, if you start doing numbers,
I don't get
the
numbers.
multipliers are
Yeah.
insane.
No, if you hit a
Yeah, but
number,
it's-
it's 1 in 32. So say you put $10 down, you win $320.
Yeah, but you have a 1 in 32 chance of hitting that number.
But you know what? You hit them more than you think.
Do you? I bet you hit them 1 in 32 times.
But it's like when you hit it,
Yeah, 1 out of 32. So actually, if you want to calculate that, that'd be like 1 in 600.
Actually, I bet you it's not 1 in 32. I bet you it's 1 in 28 because of the other modifiers in the game. Because
Yeah.
the casino has to
say
win.
say if you threw like 10 on red and then you threw 10 on a black number, the chance of
You're going to lose money
I mean, you're gonna lose money.
because every once in a while you're going to hit a green. You're going to lose $10.
Well, no, I mean if you hit a green, but if you hit, yeah, like if you put on a color and then a number the opposite color, you're at least gonna get your money back. So you're still going to sit at 0 unless it hits a green.
Yeah.
But if it hits a green, it's like 1 in 64. So like you 64% whatever your bet was. So like say you put 10 on 64, you're winning $640 or whatever it is.
I've won some large chunks on numbers.
Have you?
And you can put it on like you can split it between
In the corner.
four.
Yeah, you
in
can
the
do
corner.
multiple or
And
something.
then you
So you don't just have to
you
put it
get
on
like
one number. You can put it
25%
on
of
four
what
of
it
them.
is. Yeah.
It's just the thrill of it. It's just
it
the
is-
fun.
It is fun. I've only done roulette that one time. I've only done blackjack that one time too. I'm good at poker. I'm not good at blackjack. I don't understand the rules fully.
Yeah, with
And I don't know the
blackjack.
etiquette.
There's a shit.
There's a lot of etiquette with blackjack,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of like rules you can like hit on this, don't hit on this. Like people,
Yeah, the
people
only
will
reason
get mad at you.
the only reason I halfway know is because me, Brandon, and Bo used to do it on GTA 5. We would sit at a blackjack table on GTA 5. We'd be betting like $5,000 a hand or whatever,
Yeah.
you know. And they were like, "No, it's not what the book says. Don't do it." And I'm like, "Screw it, I'm gonna hit anyways." Boom, I'd hit up. They're like, "Oh, people will be so mad at you." And I'm like, "I don't give a shit. Regardless, if I'm making money, I don't care what Joe Schmo next to me is doing."
Yeah, Brandon was the one that was helping me that night that
Yeah.
I was playing it. He was like, "You don't want to do that," and the dealer even like, if the dealer knows you're new, he'll help you out.
Yeah,
a little
he'll
bit.
help you out a little bit. Be like,
He's
"I
like,
don't know,
you
man.
should probably stop here, like
Yeah.
kind of thing. But it was fun. I think I would just do
It's
well.
fun to go and gamble.
It is
Yeah.
fun. There's something thrilling about it. It's like you have to go in.
Chance that you can win.
You have to go in there with a set amount of money you're willing to lose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you can't go in like with your paycheck, like you kind of said earlier.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
you have to go in with
Those are the people with problems.
That's a problem. I used to work with a guy that had a problem with it, and he would go in and you're like, "Yeah, I went to the casino and I lost 10 grand." It's like, all right,
How do you even have an extra 10 grand to lose like that?
like you don't. You just end up having no money, and then you're
Oh,
just
you only have 10 grand
yeah,
left.
and you spent it all.
Jake's over here like, I got 10 grand. I got 10 grand.
That's chump change, boy. What are you talking about?"
I got 12 for sure.
I'd say that ain't nothing. Shit, I live on bologna sandwiches.
But
And I'm,
it's that whole thing of like you have to go in. Like my mindset when I go into casino is it's usually like $200 or $300. Like if I go in there, I'm willing to spend this much money. If I lose it, then who cares? It's a couple $100. That was my
Yeah.
fun for the night.
Yeah.
It's all right.
It-
and
it-
if I make money, then
Awesome.
great.
it's
Great
kinda,
night.
It's
Yeah.
kind of
Otherwise, it was fun.
I say it's kind of on the aspect of like, yeah, you're just gonna get a hotel room, and you know that if you were to go travel somewhere, which depending on where you travel, what are you actually gonna see, kind of thing. But you'd be like, oh, I'm gonna travel, spend all this money to get there, then I'm gonna be in a hotel room and spend that money, and then I'm gonna go out and do this, or you can just be in St. Louis, an hour drive away. Oh, well, I could have spent $1,500 and gone to Myrtle Beach or something. Cool, whatever. Or I could spend $1,500 or $1,300 of that savings just
I
bullshit.
feel like that's how the addicts think.
I think
That's where
Could
that
be.
I would
be,
I would
but
agree with that because there's a value. Like I'm not.
I
the
do
biggest,
enjoy
like-
life experiences. Like we've been to Gulf Shores, we've been to Gatlinburg. Next, yeah, Branson.
That's
Don't
the
forget
biggest.
Branson.
Yeah, you can't forget
yeah,
Branson.
Yeah, Branson. We're thinking about the Indy 500 next year. Is that
Mhm.
what we're thinking?
Yeah, I suggested that.
Like that'd be sweet. I mean, it's only probably an 8-9 hour drive, and then
It's a 5-hour drive.
5 hour drive.
Yeah.
Shit, I thought it was a lot longer than that.
No, it's just across Illinois.
But yeah, you can go there, and I mean that's just like a 2-3 day party, and then you got the race that you get to watch, and it just hang out with the boys.
Yeah, it'd be
kinda thing.
experience. Life
Yeah.
experience.
There's a thing. There's a value to experiences. Like I wouldn't consider myself somebody that wants to travel all the time, but we just got back from Glacier National Park,
Yeah.
and there's some stuff you see there that you just
Where
don't.
exactly is Glacier?
It's you watch Yellowstone.
So it's in like Montana.
It's in Montana.
Montana,
We actually
okay.
connected to the Canadian cell towers at one point
Really?
because we were up at.
Did you go there because of Yellowstone?
No, not at all.
I say I've never even
Not
seen
at all.
the show.
But whenever we were going there, we were thinking like, oh, well, where's the ranch at that they film? And it was way south. Like we were further north than what that was. But it is cool. Like I'm not one to like, oh, I have to see this before I die kind of
So-
a guy. But
so Glacier's not connected to Yellowstone? Is that a different national park?
it's a different national park. I don't know if they're connected by chance or not.
like within a couple hundred miles
Well,
or whatever. 'Cause Some of them
They very
national
well.
parks are technically huge. It's just they have different names for them.
Yeah, well, the glacier. I mean, the one we went to it's the only national park that is shared by another country. It goes into Canada, and they recognize it as a national park too.
Oh, so you were like right on the border.
We we were like, I don't know.
Probably,
It was
probably like a 2-hour drive from Canada.
something like that. It was we were in the realm of being able to connect to the cell tower, but we weren't there.
Yeah.
But like that's something like
Well, I feel like
I don't
at that
really-
point you're pretty freaking close.
I don't seek it out. It's not like I need to go see like the Coliseum or something like just a big like thing. Like it's not like it's not like a thing.
No, so you think about the Roman empires.
No, I'm just
No,
no,
I'm telling you right now,
no,
I would pay
okay,
to go see
no,
the
I'm
Coliseum.
Pause. Let John finish.
I'm trying to say is like
what he's
that's
saying.
not it's not like a thing that's like, oh, I have to do this before I die.
Yeah.
But whenever I'm there, it's like, all right, this is pretty cool, and I don't lose that. Where if you go just gamble that money away, you're going to
Yeah.
the same St. Louis casino every year,
Yeah.
and 9 times out of 10, you're gonna come home losing money, and you're just gonna have the same experience every time of just
Yeah.
going and maybe you win
My-
money.
my
maybe
Gambling
you-
is usually a losing.
it's a losing thing.
My thing with gambling was if I get a good bonus check at work, that'd be a good reason because I'm literally getting paid to go to work. I mean,
You're saying that's what you're willing to gamble.
yeah, if you got a decent bonus check and you're like, well, I know I didn't technically work for this money. It's just I showed up every day and did my job, and then they gave me extra money. Why not?
Gamble.
Why not go throw it
Yeah.
away? And
Yeah,
And that's
your-
what
that's your
John said,
prerogative.
too.
Yeah.
That's what John was saying too. He's like, you got to go in with a set amount of money that you're willing
Yeah.
to lose.
Yeah, if your bonus was this much money, then
Yeah.
you go in with that much money, and
Take-
once you lose it, you cut yourself off.
if anything, I would take half of what my bonus was. So say $1,000, I'd take $500 and be like, okay, cool.
You can have a hell of a time in a
$500.
casino for $500.
Yeah.
I was in a casino in Reno one time, and
you went to Reno?
I've been to Reno several times. Vegas,
Oh yeah, whenever you were back when you were
bowling. Yeah, I was
bowling
doing
crazy.
I was
yep.
doing the national tournament for bowling.
Yep.
But yeah, we went to a casino in Reno, and drinks are free while you're playing.
That'd be sweet.
So
I'd be hammered.
which is not the same way in St. Louis.
I'd
but
be hammered spinning
we were
25 cent slots. I'd be like,
no, we were doing penny slots, maxed out penny slots.
Even
You're
better.
you're doing 5 cents a pull, and we sat there. I put in $50, and I sat there for probably 4 hours on $50, and I got drinks the whole time, and I was drinking a lot. So I mean,
you
by my
drank
math,
well
like,
over $50.
I lost my $50. I mean, you would go down, you would win some, you'd lose some, but eventually I lost my money. But I got to drink for 4 hours for $50, having
That was
fun.
partially an experience too.
Yeah, it was fun. It was like 4 hours for $50. You know what? That's worth it.
That is definitely worth it.
That was fun.
If you're going somewhere like Vegas or Reno or somewhere like that, where it's like a gambling town,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you're gonna go there with a little more expectation to lose a little bit more money because a lot of the
Yeah.
time you're gonna be gambling. If I'm going to Vegas,
We're gambling.
I'm gambling every
Oh.
single day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I don't even care if I lose the money. I'm just
we go to Vegas.
in Vegas having fun.
Yeah.
Say if we take a boys trip to Vegas, I'm probably gonna come back and
You're probably going to come back after us.
yeah, I
You're
probably
going to
will.
get stuck out there.
I probably will. I probably won't have enough money to come back.
I doubt that, Jake.
I don't know.
Vegas was
I don't
fun.
know. That'd be a whole different experience.
Vegas was fun. We did Vegas one time, and that was a cool trip. We didn't get to the full experience. We went to casino,
Yeah,
but we didn't do like all the shows and everything else. But we just
Yeah.
did casinos, and it was a fun time. It
That's
was
what I'll do
cool.
there. Can we answer my questions real quick in the podcast?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. What other questions you got?
So,
I didn't realize.
along the path of what you look for, Jake?
I'd say a clock.
8.
8.
Yep.
Oh, that's not bad.
Along the path of like reusing the towel and not showering, I was wondering like how long you like what's the longest? Because I'll rewear a pair of pants. What's the longest you'll go without like rewear like while we wearing?
How gross do you think we are? All of this is about our hygiene.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other two are clothing as well.
I'd say you're gonna talk about pants.
It's just like, you guys stink. How long are you doing it for?
I'd say
I'm trying to help you guys out. You guys need to figure this stuff out. I was thinking tired of hanging you guys out when you guys stink.
I wore the same pair of pants 5 times in a row without fucking washing them.
I've done that before for sure.
I would say usually it's 3 to 4 for jeans.
If I'm going to work, Might as well wear the same pair of pants. I'm going to get them dirty anyway.
I would say,
Oh,
and
work is
especially for,
different.
I'm behind a desk all day, so I'm not really doing much. And jeans don't.
They're not even getting that dirty.
They're not getting that
That's what
dirty.
you're saying.
So,
Oh.
but after about 4 or 5 days, they start to get just a smell to them a little bit.
Just like the towel.
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing. So
But the musky smells come
Yeah.
from your butt sweat instead of
yeah,
your shower
it's
water.
not. It's not. It's, yeah.
I mean,
I would say 3-4 days.
theoretically, jeans are made.
But you're not washing them every time.
Jeans are
mean?
made to be worn
not-
like a week at a time.
You're not wearing jeans one time and washing them every time.
No, I am
No.
wearing jeans for 3 days, maybe 4,
At least twice.
at least twice. Yeah.
At least
Well,
twice.
see, as very often as I wear jeans,
Which is rare. So everybody
very rare.
knows Jake never wears jeans.
Yeah, I never wear jeans. I'll wear jeans, and then it might technically be months before I wash them. Which sounds weird, but I'll wear
Nope.
jeans. I'll wear jeans one time, and then it just sits for a fucking month.
But where's it sitting, Jake?
In this dirty clothes pile, I guess.
No, it just
In the sweet spot.
no. I just set them back in the dresser because
Ah, Jake.
No, that's
Can't
not
do
good.
that.
You can't do that.
no,
You gotta
I can't.
refold them and put them back in there dirty?
No. No.
What's
Yeah,
man? You got
no,
barbecue.
quit doing
that,
If I get like barbecue sauce on them or something, yeah. Fuck.
That's not the same thing. If you wear them once, you can never put them back in the dresser.
Yeah.
If you wear them once,
Um,
you can put them in what
my dresser,
reusable dirty
my
pot.
the
dresser-
sweet spot.
Yeah.
You put them in the sweet spot. You can reuse anything in the sweet spot, and then once you've determined it's
No,
too bad, you
can
go in the
consider
hamper.
that. But my dresser literally has one pair of jeans sitting in it, so I just put that one pair of jeans back in the dresser,
That's
and then
gross.
I'm like,
You only have one pair of jeans?
I have 2 pairs of jeans now.
Where's the other pair of jeans at?
The other pair of jeans is hanging up actually, and I only bought. I
He's
I
got
consider-
one pair of
hanging
jeans
up.
hanging and one pair of jeans folded.
This is
Yeah.
my wedding jeans.
No,
this is my daily
it's
jeans.
Exactly. I bought the other pair of jeans for your wedding.
You wore jeans to my wedding?
Well, they're like
You were in a
they're like,
tuxedo.
they're like no, they're like khakis. It was for your.
So these aren't even jeans, these are pants.
They're kind of just pants, yeah.
Okay.
But I have one pair of jeans that I wear. One single pair of jeans.
That's wild to me.
Any other time you see me, I'm in jean shorts
Mm-hmm.
or I'm wearing basketball shorts
Mm-hmm. You're right.
because I don't wear jeans.
I love
nothing,
jeans.
Nothing fits right.
Me too.
Dude,
nothing fits right.
I take naps in jeans. I love jeans.
If I get jeans that actually fits my legs, they're way too big for my waist. But if I get ones that fit my waist, they're skinny jeans.
You
I'm
gonna pee?
No, I'm gonna get a beer.
Oh,
I'm riding. Yeah, I'll take one. I'm riding skin tight thighs, skin tight calves. I mean,
Even the stretchy ones?
I have bought a couple pairs of stretchy ones, but I haven't gone out and bought more. I need to buy more.
You just gotta try on like expensive jeans,
I
cheap
just-
jeans.
I just-
you gotta just shop and shop.
I just don't
shop.
like jeans, man. I don't like shit that constricts me, and 99% of pants constrict me.
Sure.
Otherwise, I'm wearing carpenter version of jeans, and why do I need a loop for my hammer, or why do I need an extra cargo pocket?
Yeah. It's just
I don't want to look. I don't want to look hobo, so I got one good pair of jeans,
okay. Fair enough. All right.
essentially.
I'll wear a pair of jeans all week long if I'm gonna keep getting them dirty.
I don't,
If they're not getting dirty once or twice, then I'm throwing them in the wash.
Say
I don't think I
the only
don't.
time I wear jeans is at work, and it's a cleaning service. So
Other clothing items. So I've heard of people that are talking. Sorry to
No, you're good.
touch off your question, but I've heard of people. They were talking about this on the Riz show, where people will wear their underwear 4 times.
That was my next question.
Nope.
Was it really?
Yes, that was the next one.
So
New
there's
underwear every day.
every day. No
Every day.
question.
No questions
It
asked.
doesn't matter how long I wear them. It's a new pair every time.
Even if I'm sitting at the house,
There's people that
I won't shower, but I'll put new underwear on.
if I'm
I don't want that musk.
if I shower, I'm putting new underwear on.
no, absolutely. If I've
Oh,
worn them,
100%, but
if I wear them and I happen to shower, I'm putting new underwear on. If I wake up the next day, there's no way I'm ever re-wearing a pair. Once I take it off, it's off.
yeah.
Yeah, it's done.
It's done. But there's people that
See, I
there's,
sleep naked,
yeah, me too.
so every morning I'm just throwing a new pair on. I don't care
Yeah.
what I did that day.
Yeah, that's normal.
no, I'm
What I
going
did
into
that
my
day.
laundry hamper and I'm pulling out dirty ones.
I mean, Some people literally
Yeah.
sleep naked and then just put the same pair on because it's not
Well, some people are gross.
musky.
But there's, no, they were talking about this. It was like some people wear them
Same with socks for me.
and then they'll flip them around and wear them backwards the next day.
yeah.
And then they'll turn them inside out.
If I was down
And then
bad,
they'll wear them and then they'll flip them around again and wear them 4 times. They'll
if
just
I
get
was
a new
down
set.
bad, that's how I would do it.
Why don't you just wash them in the sink?
If I was super
I'm talking down
fucking-
bad.
If I was down bad, I
don't
just
have
wouldn't-
a sink.
I just
That's
wouldn't
how
wear
down
them.
bad I am.
How about you not wear underwear?
Yeah,
That's
If-
the fifth day.
I was-
while I'm washing.
I was- yeah,
I made it to the river on the 6th day. I can wash them then.
If I was down bad, I just wouldn't wear them. I'd be like, okay, well, I at least got a pair of shorts that'll hold my stank a little better, you know?
Ugh.
All right. What about a hoodie? How long will you go without
Too
washing
long.
a hoodie?
Too long.
Yeah.
Way too long.
Yep. Months?
Probably a month or two. Maybe.
Maybe
A month probably is safe.
I had like one of them zip up jackets. I didn't wash it for like 5 years. Because I only wore it to work and back. So
Yeah. I know exactly which one you're talking about. It looked like it hadn't been washed in
Yeah.
Brian's like, I can smell it still.
no, it looked like it
It had
had.
holes in it, man.
Yeah.
I know exactly what
Yeah,
you're
there was
talking
a
about.
big ass hole in the pocket. The sleeves didn't even have the fucking fringe on the end. I mean, it was. I'd put it on. The sleeves would be to here.
Yeah, like 4 inches up your arm.
Yeah, I had that thing for 10 years, and I think I probably washed it 3 times.
Literally fall like the threads were falling out of this
Yep,
thing and he kept
yep.
wearing it.
Yep.
Yep.
That's
I,
the one.
I owned that thing for about 10 years. I think I washed it like 3 times.
I'll wear a hoodie like at least a month.
I'll wear it until it's the same thing with the towel. I'll wear it until I notice it smells.
It's not
And
even
it's-
smell. It's just like I'll get it really dirty, like working on something. I'm like, okay, it needs to go in there.
Yeah, that would make like for me, like I'm not doing much stuff that's getting me that dirty.
Yeah,
If I'm going out and mowing the grass or something, I'm probably not wearing a hoodie.
yeah.
You know, I'm not doing anything.
Shit, I'm
that's-
barely wearing clothes. Comes to mowing the grass.
Wow, sorry for your neighbors.
Poor neighbors.
Yeah.
Poor,
Screaming.
poor people.
I wear my shortest shorts, and I wear long white socks, and
I think you're trying to impress people that are not watching you.
exactly.
he's got Daisy.
So
boots
I'm
on.
taking Snapchats of me shotgunning beers halfway through because I'm like, I don't want to mow my.
What about a coat, John? Is a coat different?
I don't.
think it's the same thing.
I don't wash coats.
I think it's the same
Coats are
thing.
So weird to wash.
Yeah.
It's totally. A hoodie is just like a thick piece
Yeah,
of
but
clothing.
that's the thing about a hoodie is though I think
More
it's
washable.
I think it's more washable, but I think it's the same amount of time because with a hoodie I'll wear it for longer periods of time.
Yep.
Like I'll wear a hoodie, and if it's cool out, I'll wear it all day.
A coat's
But
in and out.
but a coat, I'm not gonna wear a coat all day. I'll wear a coat to the car, into the building, take it off, into
I
the
don't know
house.
if I've ever washed a Carhartt hoodie. Like I
Oh,
buy a
I've never
Carhartt
have.
and I'll never wash it.
I've only had one. I never liked them. I don't like how stiff they are, so I just never liked them.
I used to like when I worked on trucks, I would like put this thing on. You could just like you lay on the ground. You don't even feel like you're laying on the ground.
yeah.
Like it would actually like it actually had
It's
some
almost like
protection to it.
padding.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, it's
it was so thick. Yeah, you could lay in gravel and it'd be fine.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a nice thing. But I still never washed it.
So I would put coats and hoodie in the same category, just because I'm gonna wear a hoodie more than the coat. So maybe the coat's a little bit
I would
longer,
say a
but
hoodie I would definitely wash more than a coat.
yeah, that's probably fair.
I don't think I wash coats.
I
Just never?
honestly, I've owned 2 Carhartts, and I
But I think
can't
our
tell you the
me
last
and you
time I've
coats are
actually
different than.
threw one in a washer.
Like, I
I
think
have
your coats are different than my coats.
My coats are. It depends. I have 2 coats. That's all I have is 2 coats right now. It's a black coat that's a zipper with some pockets. It's pretty thin. That's my.
That's a hoodie to me.
It's not a hoodie because it's a zip up, and it's definitely not a throw over. It's a full zip coat
Yeah,
with like.
but that's a zip up hoodie to me.
Yeah, but it's hard shelled almost. It's not like a Carhartt
Like
hard shelled.
a
Rain.
rain protectant.
Kind of like that. That's my normal coat, and then I have another one that's like a really thick like winter coat but is also zip up. Those are my 2 coats. It's how cold it's gonna be.
Yeah.
But yeah, that winter one, I actually now that you're saying it, I probably will let that thing go all winter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I have a bunch of hoodies.
unless it gets gross.
Some
or,
of them
like
go all
dirty.
winter long without being washed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But I might only wear them once or twice.
I'm wearing them a lot because I'm going out every morning to work, and if there's snow in my car or there's whatever it may be, like
Well, I have black hoodie, I have gray hoodie, I have a red hoodie, so I'll have like a couple of them hung up, and like one of them might only wear one time that winter.
I got
So it's
one
just
hoodie,
hanging on the
and
hook.
then once I hate wearing it, I just buy a new one.
All right, well, good to know. So I think that's all I got for this podcast. I think we should wrap it up.
All right, that's
Because my
fine.
eyeballs are floating.
Are they?
Eyeballs are floating.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
all good.
So I'd like to pee, but I think we're probably
All right.
we're in this pretty good.
We've been in for a while.
I really appreciate you guys coming out. If you guys are still listening to this podcast, make sure you guys like, subscribe, share it with your friends.
Absolutely.
Like I said, we're at 550. We're going to 1,000.
Like and subscribe.
Yep.
That's scary.
Peace.
Yeah, peace.
Later.
You guys.